If you end up wanting to try to turn OBS and Twitch on throughout the night, that wouldn't bother me.
Not worried about it. And I'm recording this, but I'm not. We're not going to stream it. So, all right. So you guys have basically been in Fallcrest now, and I'll give you Fallcrest is sort of in the middle of the map. So you can see that the Nentir Vale is much more manageable, and I love the Forgotten Realms. Don't get me wrong, but the Forgotten Realms is 3,000 miles by like 2,000 miles. It's a huge area, and any kind of travel is just ridiculous unless you have like magical porting, which you almost have to have it because if you're going to travel from Neverwinter to Baldur's Gate, that is like 2 weeks worth of travel probably, and I don't think you guys would like having 3 weeks worth of random encounters. That's my personal opinion. But all right, so all of you guys were pretty much commissioned, and you were commissioned for a caravan, and this caravan was basically commissioned by a man named Travis. And while you were traveling with this merchant, you guys were on your way to Fallcrest. And on the way to Fallcrest, you guys were all attacked by a massive horde of goblins. Everyone fought them off, but after the battle, Travis discovered that there were survivors, but which was good. I mean, he was happy about that. But there was a precious box that had been stolen from one of his wagons. During this battle, you also saw a mysterious rider, which appeared to be a human on a black horse. And all of you searched for this rider and the goblins that stole the box. I mean, that's the only way. That's the only conclusion that you came to is during the raid, because that's when the box became missing. So everybody, all of you guys, as part of a commission, you had all seen each other in this caravan because it was actually quite a large caravan, and everyone went off their own ways. Several of you guys had tracked the goblins back to a massive cave system, where you actually fought quite a few goblins before deciding that you had to pull back or you were going to die. So everyone, the caravan, fixed all the wagons, finally got to Fallcrest, and now you guys have joined together for the common purpose. You guys are going to retrieve Travis's stolen box, and you are going to hunt down the rider, and you're going to find out who he is. Because he is the one that did organize the attack, because you've seen him giving commands. Now, on the way back to the caves, which you guys can see that there is a directly south in the Moon Hills, there is a place called the Twisted Halls, and that's where you guys are going. And on your way back to this cave system, you guys basically were attacked several more times by goblins, wolves, and several other drakes. You guys lost them off, you staved them off, and now you found the actual goblin lair. You've encroached into their territory, you've gone through this massive cave system, and now you're to a point to where there's like a fork in the system. To the left you can see a door, to the right you can see a door. You have not seen any doors whatsoever. So it's basically just been an entire cave system the entire time. So now you have two choices. You have doors on the left, or door on the left, or a door on the right. So it's up to you guys which door you want to choose. And this is where you guys are going to start.
Okay.
But I'll give you a little bit more information as well about the twisting halls, and I'm not going to make you guys do any checks or anything like this. But it's a little dialogue in it, and it's really good because it kind of tells a story. And Travis, he's the one that basically has told you this story. And it's untold ages ago, a group of noble minotaurs built a grand temple dedicated to 4 gods of good and law. Bahamut, the god of justice, nobility; Arathis, the god of civilization; Morden, the god of dwarves, creation and craft; and Pelor, god of the sun and agriculture. In the deep recesses of the temple, though, the Minotaurs guarded a dark secret, a hidden shrine to the demon prince Baphomet, the Horned King. This Horned King exhorts his followers to unleash their inner savagery, or the beast within. Thus, while they presented the appearance of nobility and virtue to the outside world, these Minotaur priests met secretly in the inner shrine to honor the evil Horned King. The gods of good cursed the temple and its corrupt priest, and eventually it fell into disuse and ruin. With the passage of centuries, the ancient temple was buried in the earth, abandoned and long forgotten. Over time, caves and burrows found their way towards the temple ruins, and monsters made this lair, in the shelter of its own stone halls, it's their own lairs, as to draw and to linger, and a taint of evil that still clung to the center of Baphomet's worship. Several years ago, a human named Malareth discovered the ruined temple, and he could be the possible villain that you're looking for. It's not 100% confirmed, but the person that has commissioned you, Travis, he thinks that it could be this person. Because this place is basically forgotten about.
What was the guy's name we're looking for again? I was trying to
You're
write
not
all that down.
you're not too sure, but it could be a guy named Malareth. That's not 100% confirmed. That's just that's a rumor, but it could be. And Travis goes on to tell you that he thinks it could be Malareth because they had some bad dealings several years back, and he thinks that could possibly be the only person that would want to do this kind of thing to him. Alright, so what do you guys think? You guys got a door on the left, and you got a door on the right.
Or are they just regular doors?
Well, I would think maybe we should see if there's any indication that one side's been used and the other side hasn't.
Oh, you can see lots of small humanoid types of tracks to the doors. So it's definitely had frequent use, and these footprints are about the size of goblins.
And that's going through both doors?
Both doors, correct.
Are there any human tracks that we can tell?
Not that you can tell. There's footprints on top of footprints on top of footprints. So it's hard to distinguish, but for the most part, everything looks like to be goblin. But with a few...
my screen's still black.
I don't know what to tell you. Everybody's on the Nentir Vale, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm seeing the large map.
Yes.
Yep, you just moved it.
No, you'll have to refresh your screen, Bach. That's the only thing you can do is leave the game and get back in. So.
Oh, I don't know. Did you assign me the
There we go.
token yet?
Everything's already been taken care of, guys.
Okay. It is just.
Mhm. Yeah. Mhm.
I don't know. I kind of look back and look at the group and ask you, do you think there's any reason to choose one door over the other, or just choose one and go?
I can't see a reason to choose one over the other.
I was gonna say, it looks like a coin flip to me.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Peck the tiger by the tail.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
I pull out a gold coin and flip it. Heads we go left, tails we go right. And we go right.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
No objections.
Going right.
For coins from now on, you want me to just like roll 2 or something?
We could just roll a 1d6 and odd for heads,
That's,
even for
yeah,
tails.
that's good.
Actually, give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna switch it back over to player mode for those of you that are going to be watching this video, because I really don't want the
Is there any way to like minimize the
DM layer,
that are like
DM
above
screen
everybody's
shown actually.
names
So
on the screen or something?
I usually turn mine
Yes,
off.
go to the cogwheel up above your, on the upper right hand side. Click on that. Go all the way down to the very bottom above exit game. It says player avatar size. I just use name only.
there we go.
Yeah,
That looks like a winner.
Thank you.
Cleans everything up really nice.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so you guys have opened the right door. There were no traps or anything like that. It just pretty much opened right up.
And that's that silver door to our, what, west?
It was to the right.
Oh, okay, wait, I'm looking at it backwards. The characters are...
Alright, so I'm going to give you a couple quick features or environs of the area. This is dim light. You can see several braziers in front of you. You can see sort of diagonally in the room where you can actually hear some hooves kind of clicking on the stone tiles. There's a pool, and you can see a black horse, which right there's the horse of the Black Rider, right off the bat.
Dinner time.
So, as you enter, you see 2 ornate braziers that cast a faint glow around this large chamber. Thickly scented smoke clouds the air before disappearing through small ventilation holes in the stone ceiling. You can just make out a pool of water deep inside the room. Tethered to an iron ring into the wall near the pool is a black horse. You see a number of doors covered in beaten brass leading from this chamber. 2 goblins, clutching short spears, glare at you with bloodshot eyes. "You're not welcome here," the nearest one snarls. "Intruders," the other screeches. So you guys have a couple goblins in front of you, and they kind of lurk their way out of the shadows because, this place is dimly lit. It's not majorly lit or anything. So, you have a goblin to your left, you have a goblin to your right, and a goblin that is straight ahead of you. These goblins do seem to be pretty well geared, and they're actually pretty large for goblins as well. So we're going to go ahead and just jump right into it, guys, and we're going to roll initiative. So to roll initiative, you target your token and hit the initiative macro.
I don't have my macro bar. It's weird.
Yeah, neither do I.
You'll have to go into your character sheet, hit the edit, click on the tab that says attributes and abilities, and go to edit mode for every macro, and check the little box show in macro toolbar. It's the box on the right hand side, and then once you do that, they will appear whenever you target your macro.
Show as token action. That's the one you want, right?
Yep, the one on the right hand side. That is correct.
I made so many macros today. I'm proud of myself. Now, hopefully, they actually do what I want them to do.
I wonder what the horse's initiative is. No, I'm just kidding.
It tramples all of us.
Beat to death with his hooves.
That'd be awesome.
Turns into a transformer.
You still need to do one, don't you, Boktago?
Yeah, he got it. 23.
I'm liking your rolls there, Dave.
My rolls are always good until I start attacking. So how do you guys like those new goblin tokens?
Those are pretty awesome
They
looking.
look pretty good.
Yeah,
man.
they're pretty cool.
Yeah, those other goblin tokens that I had were good, but I think these are definitely a little bit better. So, all right, so you guys know how it goes. Morgath, I suppose you have your scimitar summoned. I guess you guys pretty much cocked your guns and before you came into the building, right?
Oh yeah, when we came up, as we were coming through the twisted caves up to this point, I'm sure we had our swords and shields and everything.
Well, Morgath, you're up first. You can see that there are several goblins that are holding fast. It looks like they have their weapons drawn as well, so you're up first, man.
Alright,
And also, you guys can... One more thing, I'm sorry to interrupt you. You guys can see on your character sheets, all these purple links, those are all the rules, guys. And I know they were on there before, but take advantage of them, because you don't have to really open up the books for anything. Not as players, you guys don't have to. So, if you guys want to know what kind of actions you get, I mean, scroll down to where your weapons are, and in the top row, it says actions in combat, actions on the right hand side. If you want to find out what actions you can do, if you want to find out what you can do for a move action, what you can do for a standard action, it's all on those handouts. So you guys really shouldn't have to ask any questions. But I mean, I know you guys haven't played that much, so we'll still go over it, because you guys probably need to for a little while. But those are all the rules.
I wrote out a card and I've got it taped right above my keyboard.
alright, so I'm gonna move here and turn towards that one, the north, and cast Eldritch Bolt on it, which is first reflex.
Okay. Alright, so the 8 is a miss. So your Eldritch Bolt, your pluses seemed a little bit too low there, man. Let's take a look.
It says
at
plus, wouldn't it be Charisma modifier?
Well, it says on the card, so whenever you... Yeah, it is. It's your attack is 1d20 plus Charisma, plus your reflex. But you gotta remember, You got to, if you're using your blade has a proficiency of a +2. So
Right, Eldritch Bolt is with my rod though. It's a ranged attack one.
Mm-hmm. Correct. And you're proficient with the blade. And the wand is an implement for the blade. So you can take the +2 on that.
I'm confused now. Because I thought the Eldritch Bolt was an attack with a wand, not with the sword. And I thought sword attacks only applied to, or
Okay,
implement only applied to
that's
sword
cool.
attacks.
You can do it. So your attack was a miss. All right. Do you want to do any other actions, minors, or anything like that?
Nope, that's it.
Yeah, I thought Eldritch Bolt was an attack with your weapon, but it's not.
No.
I was thinking, what is it? Furious Assault, is it? No, not Furious Assault, but Blazing Doom or something like that. Yeah, that's it right
Soul
there.
Feast, or Soul Eater, is my melee attack with sword. For my at-will ability.
Yeah, your Blazing Doom of the Void is as well, so because it's
Yes.
implement with weapons. So yeah, there you go. So you get the old double shaft. You got to worry about two things. All right. So that's it for you. All right. The first goblin, basically the one that's directly up above you, he is going to. I'm going to move up and attack. He is attacking you with a short sword. That's a 23 versus armor class. Nail on
That's a
that
hit.
roll. Alright, you take a total of 8 damage.
I'm going to do an encounter and do the righteous shield and do an interrupt. And I will take the damage for him.
Does it say within X amount of squares or anything? Because you're quite a ways
It's
away.
a close burst 3. Yeah, it says close burst 3.
Alright. That's a hell of a burst for something like that.
And
I don't know if
I
you're
gain +2 power bonus to attack rolls until the end of my next turn.
Okay. Alright. So you can go ahead and take that damage. You guys will see you don't have any more bars either. It's going to be this way as well in this game. So no more bars. You guys are going to have to keep track of your hit points on your token, which you did before. You just don't have the pretty bar. So alright, so you're up now there, Almond.
Cool. I don't see it highlighted, but doesn't group awareness give a AoE bonus to my party members?
+1 to perception within 5 squares.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
AoEs. Dave hates them.
I love AoEs actually, but that's,
No, that's no
for perception, right?
Yeah, it's
that's
not
an
highlighted.
elven racial
Yeah.
bonus.
Okay.
No, actually, I do like AoEs.
Okay. It's not marked on my character sheet, but under Rogue, it says a level 1 ability is a first strike. Was that something that would have had to been chosen, or you get that automatically?
Should be on there. If you get it by default, it should be on there.
Well, it says
Seconds.
class features and powers, and I didn't know if it was considered a power that had to have been chosen.
Hold on, let me get my book out. Hold on. Oh, come on, guys. You should be the one making these goddamn characters, not me. I mean, come on. I believe First Strike is the one where you have advantage. You get a +2 on targets or that haven't acted yet. I think that's what it is, right?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if I don't think it gives me a bonus, but what it does give me is combat advantage
Yeah, it's
to
+2.
to a creature that hasn't entered combat yet.
Yeah, that's it. Plus, yep, First Strike, yeah. I don't know why First Strike isn't on there. It's on there. I'll add it.
Oh,
in just a second.
Yeah, you know, I know we didn't never expect anybody to be, perfect with it the first time out, but no, if I've got it, then I'm going to go ahead and use it on the goblin that's down there.
There you go. You got it. On which goblin? Did you say this one right here? Okay.
Yeah, he hasn't entered combat yet, hasn't he?
No, not yet.
Okay,
So you get combat advantage on him.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and roll my range attack to see if I hit him, and if I do, then I get a normal attack plus an extra. I think it's a backstab. No, it's a 1d6. I think.
Sneak
Do
attack.
what now? It sounded like you were getting like 5 attacks there.
No, I was
No, it's
stuttering.
sneak
That's all.
attack.
Okay, yeah, that's it. I was stuttering. I apologize.
That's all right. Yeah, you can get it this time because you have automatic combat advantage. I believe sneak attack, you have to have combat advantage on something, which is a good thing.
Exactly.
Man, you guys' rolls are bad. All right, so you what is that? 13 versus what? I have no
Armor
clue.
class.
Armor class. All right. So 13 versus armor class is a miss.
User joined your channel.
Now,
Okay.
as you miss, I'm gonna shift one as a interrupt. And well, it's a triggered action, so. I need 1 second, guys. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. I had a phone call I had to take care of.
No, it's okay.
Alright, so as you miss this goblin, I'm going to use my goblin tactics, and I am going to shift 1 square, and I'm going to move right here. Alright, so that's it for your... Do you want any movement or minor action or anything? Are you done?
I'm done.
Okay. So, next we have... You can hear a door starting to open. Sounds like the door is probably opening to the north. And you... Actually, the cleric and also Kodojo, you can see this huge double door open, and you start to see another goblin emerge from this area up top. And this goblin has is wielding a staff and wearing a robe as well. And I am going to attack with the Hex Hurler.
User disconnected from your
6
channel.
versus Fortitude. Alright, so it looks like Kevward is being attacked. Wouldn't be a game if I didn't attack Kodojo. Alright, so that is a 23 versus Fortitude.
That's a hit.
Alright. Alright, so you take a total of 9 damage from the blinding hex, and you are now blinded until the end of my goblin's next turn. So you are now blinded. I'm going to put the blind symbol on you. There's no saving throw or anything like that. You're blinded. You can't see.
Okay, and what does blinded do to me?
Okay, you can open up your character sheet, and there is a link called Conditions. And on Conditions, it will tell you what blinded does. And basically, you grant combat advantage against a target, so targets will have +2 to hit you. You can't see any target, and your targets have total concealment. So I believe total concealment is -5. It's if you blindly attack. You take a -10 penalty to perception checks, and you can't flank any enemy. So that's all the conditions that deal with blinded. And you can see combat advantage. You'll see that, yes, target has superior cover, or total cover, -5. There you go. So if you do any kind of blind attacks that way, it will be -5. Alright, so that's it for the hurler. Minor to open the door, movement, attack, standard. That's it. Basically, the goblin says, "You will die!" Alright, Kevward, you're up now.
Okay.
With your blindness.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Phantasm Assault on that guy right there.
But how can you... you're blind. You can cast that direction and try to hit something.
Womp womp.
Oh, it's not like I take a penalty to anything.
You saw that you saw which direction there were a couple goblins before all of a sudden it went black. So what are you gonna do? You gonna cast the spell blindly over there? At a -5?
No, I'm just gonna go ahead and Arcane Missile it. Oh no, I guess I can't do that either.
You gotta see the target. Or
No,
you can
I'll-
just stay fast and not do anything if you want. Because if he rolls too low, he may hit the cleric.
I'll cast Phantom Assault, but on the shield goblin to the west. That one there. And it's intelligence versus wisdom.
So you remember seeing him before you went blinded?
Yes.
Okay. -5. Alright.
14 versus will.
14 versus will is a hit. Barely.
Woohoo.
Should become blinded more often, huh?
Uh-huh. Let's see, it's 1d8 plus my intelligence. Okay. Hit is a 1d8 plus intelligence modifier, psychic damage, and the target grants combat advantage and cannot make an opportunity attacks until the end of my turn. Next turn.
Okay.
Hey, were you trying to add something to that roll? Because it just says 1d20 plus. It doesn't
Well,
have
that's
anything
just-
after it.
That's how the macro is. It just adds
Oh,
that
okay.
plus. 7.
Alright, so you take 7 damage. Alright, and then he is He can't take combat advantage, well, opportunity attacks until the end of the next round, right?
Right.
I don't think he's going to have that opportunity anyway, so... Do you want any movements or anything? You remember nobody was standing beside you to the left. I mean, you could shift one over if you want to, but...
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Alright. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and hold an action. I've got my trigger in mind. Next step is this goblin here. I'm going to move over. I'm going to use my minor action to reach behind him and open up this door.
Goodness gracious.
I need to
Great balls of fire.
look at one thing real quick. Alright. So yeah, I'm going to use my minor action to grab behind me, open up this door. This door opens up. And as the door swings open, well actually as the door opens, you can hear a squealing, and there is what appears to be a drake, and you acknowledge it's a drake because you fought several of these when the caravan was actually attacked by these goblins. So I'm going to go ahead and take a attack as well against the paladin as my standard. And that will be just a normal attack with a short sword. And that is a 22 versus AC.
That's a hit.
Alright, you take 10 damage. And that is going to be it for this goblin here. Alright, next up is the next goblin. He is going to move up. Alright. He is going to attack the warlock with combat advantage. You are being flanked, sir. So that will give me a +2 to hit. That is a 23 versus armor class.
That's a hit.
You take a
Quit
total
rolling
of...
so good.
Wow, max damage. You take a total of 11 damage.
Well, it looks like we're all going to die here tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
No. You guys are all good. You guys got plenty of healing potions. You got heals. You guys will be fine. Everybody has 2 healing potions, so.
That, and I'm coming up next.
All right. Rounds. Is it rounds or rons or runs
Rons.
or what? All right.
Rons.
So it's RONS, but RAUNS. So Rons, you're up. Ron's the
All right.
dwarvish cleric.
I'm going to move forward one.
Okay. Nobody's
Next
bloodied yet,
here.
are they?
I'm pretty sure our paladin is.
Almost. I'm not quite.
Welcome to your new character.
And since we're taking kind of a beating right now, I'm gonna go ahead and use... Shit, which one it was?
Are you wanting to use your heal?
I'm gonna use my Nimbus Holy Shielding. I'm actually gonna heal after that too, since it's a minor.
Yep. Yeah, if you're going to use Nimbus, you can go ahead and use that. That's actually a really nice daily. I like that. You just got to get it to hit. That's the bad thing about it. So go ahead and do your 1d20 plus Wisdom
Versus Will.
plus Proficiency versus Will. And half level, so basically Wisdom and half level and Proficiency.
18.
18 versus Will is probably a hit, and it is. So very nice.
He also grants combat advantage too.
So that would have been like another. That would have been another +2.
How did he grant combat advantage?
Because of my ability, Phantom Assault, it grants combat advantage and does not provoke attacks of opportunity, or gets provoked, as it were.
What was that from?
Phantasmal Assault.
Oh, that
It's
was the one
at
that
will.
you hit with, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was that was the one that you attacked as well. So, right? Yeah, he would have hit anyway. So.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and do your one weapon versus Wisdom modifier.
And it deals 10.
All right. Wow, nice shot.
And everybody within 2 squares of me gains +2 power bonus to all defenses until the end of the.
All right. So as you crush this goblin here, you put him into a bloodied status.
And I am also gonna heal our paladin with healing word.
Okay.
And
So you said within 2 squares gets +2 to defense?
Yep, and that's for the entire encounter. So I'll go ahead and I'll put little shields on everyone to represent that they have the +2.
And apparently I heal our paladin for 2.
No, he takes a healing surge. He spends a healing surge. Well, he spends a healing surge. He gets his surge value plus that too.
Oh, okay.
That's how that works.
Your healing surge value +2, so you heal that much.
So basically, your Nimbus of Holy Shielding affected everyone.
Yep, that's what I tried to get
It's
it to
really
do.
nice. Good job. Power play right there. Power play. Very nice. And that's all defenses. That's just not... I believe it's all defenses. Yeah, I think it is. Good shot. Anything else? Any free action or...
Yeah, I scream at the creature in front of me, "Die, you vile beast!"
Nice.
And that's it.
All right, Caladrin, what are you doing, sir?
Alright, as a minor action, I am going to use my Defender Aurora. It's a trying to see how big it is.
It's I think it's a 1 aura.
It's 1. Yeah.
Force still just sitting there.
Everyone should be able to see it, right?
Yeah, I can see it. I am going to attack this goblin right here.
All right.
And I am going to attack it with Strike of Hope. Oh, wait a second. Nobody needs hit points right now, do they? Nobody
I'm
else is
fine.
taking damage with me?
I'm kind of almost bloodied.
Okay, then I'll use Strike of Hope.
Okay.
18 against armor class.
That's barely a miss. He's able to basically parry with his short sword your attack. He parries your attack away. Barely. You almost connected with him.
Okay, and that's it.
Okay, your defender aura is basically, if I attack anyone but you, I get -2 if I attack anyone but you, right?
Yeah, you take a
Attacking
-2
you is
penalty
normal,
to
right?
attack rolls.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I can use a immediate interrupt if you attack anybody.
Attack someone
other
else.
than
That's
me.
right. Yeah, that's the instant radiant
Yeah,
damage.
righteous
so,
radiance.
Yep, yeah, it's a sweet attack. I like that.
I just want to say to everybody here that this looks freaking amazing on my 42-inch screen.
Oh, it
Here.
doesn't.
You're using that too.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
All right, so Morgath, we're back up to the top of the turn order. So you're back up, man.
Alright. So, I'm going to use my counter power and use Blazing Doom of the Void on this one right to my north.
How's it feel to get to play now, too, man?
It's awesome.
That's your rapier attack, isn't it? Your scimitar
Yeah,
attack rapier?
it's a miss though. It's verse Fortitude and 14.
What is it? 10?
Verse Fortitude.
Okay. Yeah, that's a miss. That sucks that you blew that power. Anything else? Any movement, shift, or anything? If you shift, you could eliminate combat advantage, you know.
Do eat.
Just
Yeah, I'm gonna
as a-
shift to the right.
sort of like a freebie for you. I won't give you that freebie again, so.
Right, I was thinking about it. Alright. Thought about it.
Well, that's alright. Daddy's gotcha. I know it's
Yeah, I'm gonna
creepy.
shift to the right.
Alright, sounds good. Alright, next up is the goblin that you just shifted from. He's going to continue to attack you. I mean, he can smell the blood. So also you have +2 to defenses as well. He doesn't get the combat advantage anymore, and that is it is a crit, which is a max damage, and you take a total of 11 damage. And I will go ahead and shift down.
I'm also bloodied now.
Okay. Alright, that is it for this goblin here. Next up is Almond.
Alright. I am going to position myself so that I have combat advantage on the bloodied
Perfect.
one.
Sneak attack. Love it. Hopefully he can hit.
Get him.
Oh yeah, that's a crush. You probably killed this guy. Let's see if you can take him
Nice
down.
job.
Alright, so I get my range attack and then I get my sneak attack.
Oh, did you shoot with your bow, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so as you shoot your bow, he gets a free attack. He basically turns around and whoosh, whips you with his sword real quick. He stabs you with his short sword because he gets. Remember, you get the opportunity attack, the attack of opportunity.
That's cool. I'm gonna roll my damage though first.
That is a no. This goes before yours, so it's an interrupt. So he crits, so that is a crit hit, and you take 11 damage as well from the max damage. Wow, I actually rolled 2 20s in a row. That's rare.
Stop it.
So you go ahead and take your 11 damage, and now you can go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna ask if we were adding +2 to defense to everything, but it doesn't matter. You crit.
Yeah, it was a crit. It didn't matter. All right, so that's a total of 16, right?
Yes, sir.
So as he clocks you, you kill him though.
Yeah, I'm gonna pee on you later. Just wait.
Oh my gosh.
And there goes the king
I give
again.
him a look of disgust.
And instantly, as I see him crumple to the ground, I raise both hands in the air like Rocky, and I yell, "Victory!" and then spit on him.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and cast.
Take the blind symbol off of me.
It's not your. It's not the end of this guy's turn yet. So that blind symbol's up until the end of this turn. So what I'm going to do is right where this point is, right here, I will be casting a spell. And when I cast the... Oops. Oh my goodness.
Is it gonna hit that goblin that's there too?
It's enemies.
Okay.
One second. Alright, so within everything in 3 spaces, which is... Alright, I'm trying to get this accurate. Alright, that's good. Alright. So as this caster, he casts a spell, the entire, and in fact I don't even have this, I need this bigger.
Oh, dang it.
Yes, the entire party.
There
right?
we go. Yeah. This is a vexing cloud. It does no damage. However, when you are in this cloud, you take a -2 to attack rolls. So everybody...
And it only affects enemies, right?
Basically, everyone is in this... Everyone is in this... it's a point with 3 around, so that's everybody. So you guys are all at -2 right now. Alright. Now, this goblin here is also going to move over 1 as well. And that is going to be it for my attack. You are now not blinded anymore. You can now see Wolf, but now you see this steamy gas cloud in front of you, this green nauseous type of cloud in front of you. And sorry I called you Wolf, but it's Kev now. And there you go. You are now affected by a green stink cloud at
Okay,
-2.
so he is affected by it?
Everyone is. Everyone. It's within 3, so the point is
Okay.
right here, and it goes 3 in each way. Boom. All right. So next up is Kev. So what are you gonna do, Kev?
I am going to use a counter power
Okay.
and cast Charm Misplaced Wrath on the Drake, I think it was, down on at the bottom. It's an intelligence versus will.
Okay. Well, you are not in line of sight, so you cannot.
I can see it.
You
I can
are in a corner. See this corner right here? That prevents you from doing that. I
Well-
understand that you can see it, but to the rules, you cannot cast through this corner. So you're going to have to move out if you want to cast. And even this goblin up here, this caster, he's out of line of sight as well with you. It's because of this corner right here and this corner right here. And you can see there's a handout on your character sheet that talks about it. So
Okay. So I'll use the same spell on the goblin just above it then.
okay.
I'm sorry to ask, but how do you ping?
Hold down the left button.
And this is for Swill, which is a fail. Son of a...
So what were you attacking, Kodojo? Okay, that you could have attacked no problem at all, because there's nothing, messing with your vision. Now, if the same goblin was right here, then the same thing. It would be a line of sight issue. But seeing that he was right here, you were golden.
Okay, and that's a 10 versus Will?
10 versus Will, yeah, that's definitely a miss. Any other actions for you?
No.
Alright, my Drake. I get to do something with the Drake. I'm gonna move up with this Drake. He loves the taste of dragonborn flesh.
Cannibal.
Yeah. And that is a 23 versus armor class. That's a hit.
You're
That
rolling
is
tonight,
barely a
dude.
hit.
13 damage from a bite. Oh. And I do an additional damage. Oh my gosh, this is vicious. Okay, it's a total of, I'm sorry, instead of 13, you take 18. Because I get a +5 damage bonus within 2 squares of an ally as well on a hit. So you take a total of 18. Sorry about that. Not 13.
And I'm bloodied.
Okay.
Are you sure you're not trying to kill us?
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not trying to kill you. This is, I'm not. I promise.
Got this.
You guys got it. You guys are, don't freak out. You guys will be fine.
We ain't in trouble yet.
When 2 people are down, then you guys can start, and nothing's dead, then you can start worrying about it. Alright, so I've done my move, my standard. There's no minors. That is it for me. Next step is, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and attack the Dragonborn as well, seeing that he was already attacking. And I'm going to go ahead and attack. 23, is that a miss? It's the same thing, right? So it's a hit.
Yeah, it's a hit.
I do not have combat advantage, so... Alright. Alright, you take a total of 9 damage. And I'm going to go ahead and shift 1 square as a free action because of the hit. So I'm shifting out. Alright, that is it for that. This goblin up here is dead. So, Ron's, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to attack that dude.
Okay, -2 because of the gaseous aura.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I have a question first.
Sure.
Is this square right here? Is that covered by the smoke?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the token doesn't represent it, but it
What
does.
about that one? That one isn't.
No, that is not. That is not affected.
And do we know how long that this gaseous cloud is going to last?
You don't know.
Okay. I'm going to attack the same guy I said I was attacking. I am going to use... My Sunburst ability, it's Wisdom versus Armor class.
Okay. Sunburst. That's a good skill too. I think that's the temp hit point one.
And I fail horribly.
Alright.
I'm also going to use another healing word on Mr. Paladin, because he seems to be in the most danger.
Alright. That is your last healing word for the encounter. Your second and final.
And it heals him for his healing surge +5.
Very nice. Are you still bloodied, or are you above bloodied now?
I'm still bloodied.
Alright.
And I'm going to shift to here.
Okay, sounds good.
And
That's it for you?
yeah.
Alright. Alright, Sandman, you're up.
Okay, let me see how I want to do this.
That really sucks. If I hit with that, everybody would have got 5 10 hit points. Oh well.
I'm going to... That kind of changed stuff whenever he healed me a little bit, so... I'm going to slide one step right here. And I am going to strike the Drake with Valiant Strike.
Alright, that'll be a -2.
Well, I gain a bonus to the attack roll equal to the number of enemies adjacent to me. Since there's 2 enemies adjacent, there's no minus.
Sounds
Just
like a
regular
winner.
attack. 20 versus armor class.
Oh yeah, that's definitely hit.
Six damage.
Alright.
Action point.
Okay.
I'm going to use the exact same strike on the exact same thing. 17 versus armor class.
Alright. That's an at-will, right?
Yes, the Valiant Strike is a standard action at will divine weapon.
Very good.
8 damage to the Drake.
Alright.
And that's all I can do.
Alright, so Morgath, you're up now.
Alright, I'm gonna strike at the one right in front of me with my sword.
That's
That's versus armor class.
Yep, that's a hit. Definitely a hit.
Good. Nice damage.
Alright. Any minor movement?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna use my Soul Feast on the on that one to gain 2 temporary life points.
Let's see. Well, the trigger on that is you have to reduce an enemy to 0 hit points. So you actually have.
It says
to do
or
that.
an adjacent enemy
Or-
drops to 0.
Okay, I got it. Let's see. Well, next time Make sure you do that as the trigger.
Okay,
You-
I didn't
you
know.
can't-
Sorry.
yeah, no, don't worry about it. So because the key word there is trigger. So just make sure you do it instantly instead of waiting. So
Okay.
I'll definitely you can definitely do it this time, but just make sure you use the trigger, the free action as he dies. Don't forget to do that because that is actually pretty valuable. So go ahead and add 2 temps, and don't forget
Yep.
to use those first. All right, anything else for you?
That's it.
All right. So this goblin here, I am going to shift down. I do not take an attack of opportunity. And I'm going to attack Amon with my short sword. So you have +2 as well because I see the sword. So I'm just going to go ahead and give myself a -2.
And I'm in that yellow aura square stuff too.
Well, that's -2 for you. So, but that aura doesn't mean anything for you. So, because he's not in it. But he attacks and he misses. He misses pretty badly actually. And that's it for him. So, Amon, you're back up.
Oh, Dave, I
Okay.
rolled my attack wrong. Just for future reference.
Do what now?
It's supposed to be +5 instead of +2. I misread my Infernal Pact. But I'll make sure I fix that next time. I just want you to understand that if I do another hit, it's gonna be +5, not +2.
You lost me. Now, what is
I
it for now?
accidentally said +2 when it's supposed to be +5. But
Oh, on your roll.
yeah,
For
I
what,
misread my
damage?
Infernal Pact. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. So how many more damage? I'll let you do it this one.
+3.
Alright, so 3 more? Okay.
I meant to add. I misread it because I was reading it really quickly, and I missed the Constitution modifier addition.
Oh, no problem, man.
And that guy's not bloodied yet, right?
No, he's not. Not yet. Alright, so, Amon, what are you doing? They're actually getting their butt whipped pretty good.
I think what I'm going to do is
This is just
I'm going to attack there. That
your
one.
basic level 1 encounter. Alright, you're going to take another attack of opportunity. You're at 15 hit points. Are you bloodied or no?
I'm 26 would be 26 normal, so it'd be 13 would be my, wouldn't it?
Alright, yeah, so you're not bloodied yet. So just remember, every
Wait,
time
where
you
is he
shoot
moving?
that bow with somebody in range of you, you're going to take an attack of opportunity.
But I can't. Can I shift at the beginning, or do I? I can only shift at
anytime
the
you
end.
want. You can shift anytime you want. But I think anywhere you shift,
Yeah, you're still
you're
gonna be in.
you're still going to be in. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could shift, take it, and then shift again next round, and you won't take it. But I mean, that's if you want to eat one this round. So it's sort of like a semi-strategy to get you out of it now, you know.
Okay, then what I will do first. Crap. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna do this first. I am going to use Second Wind.
Okay.
That's going to burn one of my healing surges,
Mm-hmm.
and that gives me a +2 to all defenses until the start of my next round.
Okay. Well, you're already at +2, so they won't stack. because the other defense is +2 as well. So
Oh
now
yeah, from my daily.
if it was +3, then it would take it to +3, but it stays the same. So go ahead and expend your surge, get you back some healing points, and also you guys have that skill as well to use, and it is an encounter power in your encounter power column actually. So
Okay, that brings me back up to 21. And then I can attack, because that would have...
that's a
I was
standard
going to
action.
use... Yeah. Wait.
So you got
Okay,
a
so
minor
that-
and a movement left.
User joined your channel.
Okay, then, okay, then I am going to, crap. Okay, I'll just shift away.
You guys got action points too, and you guys aren't in the best of predicaments right now. So I mean, you guys might want to start thinking about burning action points as well, because there's still
About here.
4 creatures up.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna go for broke. I'm gonna shift here. Now I have... well, is he... Do I
He's
not
being
have
flanked
combat
now.
advantage if he faces me?
No, you got advantage.
Okay.
You're opposite ends.
Then I'm gonna burn my encounter point.
Your action point, okay?
Yeah, my action point. I'm sorry.
It's alright.
Then I have combat advantage against him. I'm gonna attack him, and then I will shift a second to end my move.
You can't shift again. You can when you take an action point. That means you get 1 action. So you
Okay.
can do free
That's right, I'm
movement.
sorry.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. But you did the right thing shifting before you burnt your action point. That was the right thing to do. So you're just going to go ahead and shoot with your bow?
Yeah, I mean, since
Okay.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take as much advantage as I can get right now
So before
against
you
him.
do your attack roll, 1 second, I'm going to give you your opportunity attack. And I'm taking a -2, and that's a 13 versus armor class, which is probably a miss, right?
Yeah, my base armor is 16.
Alright, so now you can go ahead and go. My immediate interrupt is done, and now you can go ahead and do your bow attack.
There's my
That's a hit.
combat advantage roll.
Yep, don't forget sneak attack as well.
Oh no, yeah, that was my to hit, right?
Yeah. So you do
Now I've got
whatever
my
your bow
attacks.
damage is, plus an additional, what is it, 2d6?
He melts.
So I see you did another
Oh, wait,
attack
okay.
roll, so you need to do your damage first.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button.
That's alright. You get an 8 for your sneak attack, and then we'll add that on to your damage roll. So what is it? 1d10?
Damn it, it's the wrong one. I don't know why it's... Must have them mixed up. I had these macros right. I don't know why it keeps doing 1d20. That's not how I did it.
Just roll your damage. Just roll your damage and add the 8. Well, add the 4, I'm sorry. Just roll whatever your damage is and fix it when it's somebody else's. Alright, oh, nice shot.
Nice.
So you do a total of 18 damage with the sneak attack. And this guy goes down. You bypass bloodied
Ooh.
altogether. And he goes
That's
down.
exactly what I needed to happen.
Alright. So next
And
up,
as a free action, I stand up proud. I start beating on my chest. Ugh.
plus you guys plan out your actions between your turns. So, because it seems like you get when it's to your guys' turn, you guys don't even know what you guys are going to do. So, kind of strategize a little bit while it's not your turn. So, all right. Nice shot. Damn, you got another kill, Almond. All right. My goblin is up here. I am going to use a minor to sustain the cloud, and I am going to cast a spell. And the dwarf is the closest, and you are being attacked. You are +2 as well, so guys, don't forget to tell me that you are +2 as well to defenses. So this is I took -2 off for your defense, so it is a 20 versus will.
Yeah.
Okay, you take no damage, but you feel actually, you do take. Oh wow, holy shit, you do take damage. I thought you didn't. You take a total of 11 damage, and you are marked. And when you're marked, this isn't mark according to the book. This is a special mark. So you have a special mark on you. And what is that skull for?
I have no idea.
I don't remember putting that on you. Okay, so I took it off. So you have a sort of like you have a necrotic type of sensation come over you, and it is a save in, so you will have to do a saving throw at the end of your turn. So that's what save ends means. You'll just have to take a save at the end of your turn. So that's it for my goblin. His attack was successful. He sustained the cloud. He's just kind of laughing, calling you pitiful adventurers. And now, Kevward, you are up now. A couple goblins have fallen in front of you.
Okay, Does stepping in a cloud affect the magic? Like intelligence versus whatever?
No, actually, I'm sorry. Let me add your 11 hit points back on, Ron's. I'm sorry, I looked at that wrong. You get your 11 hit points back, so you are fine. But you still have that necrotic feeling to you.
Okay.
Okay. So sorry about that, Kodojo.
So I'm still at my max health right now.
Okay. Sorry about that, Kodojo. Go for it. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna step out and cast Fountain of Flame.
Okay.
Right there.
All right. And Fountain of Flame. Let me look at that card. Is that the 3x3 or something like that?
Burst one within 10 squares.
Yeah.
It's intelligence versus reflex.
That's a lot of damage. Holy crap.
8.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
And it's half damage.
Alright. Go ahead and do a 3d8 plus intelligence roll, and we'll take half. And that is a hell of a half damage miss.
Oh, that's a poor roll. Bullshit.
Alright, so 7 damage. Alright.
Then I'm going to use
lot.
a action point and magic missile him for 7.
Alright. Very nice. Nothing wrong with guaranteed damage. That's my motto. Any other... Yeah, that's it. You already... That was your action.
Bloodied?
No. I will let you know if he is. I'll turn his token red, so...
Gotcha.
14, he's still well.
Alright, next up is my Drake down here. I will go ahead and I will take my Drake and I will shift one. And I will attack. 21 versus armor class. I think that's a miss, isn't it?
No, I believe that's a
22,
hit
20?
because I got a +2 to defenses, right?
Yeah, you do. +2 to all defenses. So actually, I'll take the 2 off, and we'll just say it's a 19 versus armor class.
19 versus armor class is a hit.
Okay. Alright, you take a total of 14 damage because he has an ally within 2 squares, so you take extra damage and you take 14. And that is it for the Drake. Alright, next up is the Goblin down here by you. He thinks the Drake is going to finish you off, so he is going to shift away from you and attack the rogue.
And by shifting, I take my Righteous Radiance against him,
Okay.
which is 3 plus Charisma, and my Charisma is 3, so he takes 6 damage of Radiant. 6 Radiant damage.
Sounds like a winner. And now I'm going to attack the dastardly rogue dashing around, killing all his enemies, killing all his allies, actually. And that is a 21 versus armor class. Man, my rolls are way too good tonight. Where are these in my 4th edition game? You take a total of 11 damage, Amon. And that is it for this goblin here. Alright, so you're not blooded or anything, are you? No, you're not.
Let me check.
Alright, so Rons, you are up now, sir.
Okay, question. If I move here, is that going to give him an opportunity attack?
It will, because if you go from this square to this square, that means that you're going from one adjacent square to another adjacent square.
I'll take the chance.
Okay.
You said, how much damage did I take? 11, you said?
Mm-hmm. As you start to move, just before you start to move, the plague that is on you takes effect. So now I'm going to go ahead and roll that damage. So what was that, Amon?
Oh, I was asking if it was 11 damage that I took.
You did take, yes, 6 plus 5, which is max damage, so 11, yep.
Then I am blooded.
Okay. Well, you guys are in trouble. This is a pretty freaking hard encounter for level 1. Alright. So, just before you move, you feel a stinging sensation come over you, and I will give you the damage now. Wow, that stinging hex is pretty vicious as well. Now you take a total of 14 damage as you move, and you can go ahead and move to whatever square you want. And if you move too far, you're going to endure an attack of opportunity as well. So.
That kind of changes things up a bit. Crap.
Alright, are you going to attack that guy down there, the Drake?
Yeah, I'm going to use my Blessing of Battle, and it's Wisdom versus Armor class.
Versus armor class on the Drake, that's a hit.
and it deals 7, and I am going to give Caldron a buff to resistance of all damage until the end of my next turn, and it's 3 to all resistance, or 3 to all damage resistance, whatever.
Alright, and don't forget to take your damage as well.
I'm also going to use my Dwarven Resilience, and that lets me take my second wind as a minor.
Okay. So go ahead and get a surge back. I think you still have an action point too.
Yeah, I'm about to use it. Sorry it's
That's
taking
all right.
so long, guys.
That's alright. No problem. Well, you guys are burning through everything on this first encounter, huh? Holy crap.
That thing you said I make it at the end of my turn, right?
That is correct.
Um, I'm gonna use action point and use Blessing the Battle again on that same break.
Okay.
Miss horribly.
That was a pretty bad miss. Alright, so next up is
What do I do for the saving?
do a 1d20. And if you roll a 1 through a 9, it fails, you still have the mark on you. If you
Wait, is this like a poison effect?
no, it doesn't. It doesn't say actually what it is, but you know what? We'll say that it is poison. It doesn't give me
that means I get a +5 to saving throw.
That sounds good. So we'll say it's poison, because it doesn't give me a definitive damage type.
13.
Oh, you're lucky.
Oh yes.
Alright, so you do not have that mark on you anymore. You are able to overcome the sickness. You're able to shake it. Alright, so that's it for you, Rons. Caladrin, you're up now.
Okay, I'm going to take and hit the Drake with my Strike of Hope.
Alright.
(17 versus armor class.
That is definitely it.
Let's see, no, that's 18 versus armor class. Because I get a +1 to attack when I'm bloody.
Yep, that's definitely a hit. That's your 10 hit points, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And then that's 6 damage.
Got it.
And then one ally within 5 squares gains temporary hit points equal to your charisma modifier. If the
You should give
ally
it to
is
you.
bloody, the temporary hit points increase by 5.
Alright.
So my charisma modifier is 3, so I would have to give the only ally that I see that's bloodied.
Can't you give it to
I'm not
yourself?
sure who's worst off. I wish I could, but it doesn't say that. It says one ally within 5 squares of you.
Yeah, it sucks. It doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
That sucks.
I've got a plan. I've still got healing potions, so if you wanna, if you wanna give it to Moore, give it to him. Because my next move, I plan on chugging a healing potion.
I feel like that
Okay.
causes doesn't that cost a opportunity attack to use the healing potion?
Well, it takes no, it does in Pathfinder, but not in 4th edition.
And it says it's a minor action.
Yeah, it's a minor to pull it out. So that sucks. You
I'll
can't
give
give
the
yourself.
+8 right there.
Okay.
So I get +8, you said?
Yes, +8 temporary hit points.
And I think he already had 2 temp on there, so it's going to
I had
cancel.
7.
Oh, it's going to cancel that out. So you're going to go from 7 to 8. So you'll gain 8 temp hit points. It doesn't stack, guys.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know he had already had him on there. I'd have gave him to Eamon.
It's alright. We got this.
Okay. And let's see, that's
That's the only downside with not being able to see everybody's stuff.
Yeah.
I am going to slide right there,
All right.
Nice move.
and that will be it.
Okay. I'm going to look for an API script that'll kind of put like a MMO type of health bar system on the grid so people can see.
And I definitely agree
look
with
for
you
something.
that without the bars, it's easier to see the characters.
Oh, big time. All right, Morgath, you're up with your 8 temp hit points, feeling like a tank.
Alright, I'm gonna move up here.
All right, you do not take -2 anymore.
And I'm gonna strike him with a with an Eldritch Bolt.
Okay.
It's verse reflex.
Yeah, that's a miss. I could almost assure an 8 is definitely a miss.
I figured it was.
All right, so Amon, you're up now. At least you're out of that aura now, which is a good thing.
Okay, quick
This
question.
is
Moving over a corpse
really
is 2
tough
moves,
and-
right?
10-4. This is a tough
Okay.
encounter, guys. For everyone that's going to be watching this video, holy cow.
Crap, I just saw where he moved.
This is
That's where I
this
was
is
gonna
really
go.
tough. Level 1
Quick
versus
question.
level 3s.
Which way is that other goblin facing? Not the caster one, but the one that's next to Amon.
Just facing him.
Okay. Just wondering.
Alright, so Amon, what are you doing? Shift in and get
You know
the
what?
kill
This is
marker.
what I'm gonna do.
Or just
I am going
shift.
to. The first thing I'm gonna do is with my minor action. I'm gonna take a health potion for 10 health points.
Alright, you can pull it out for a minor action, then it takes a minor action to drink it. So it's a minor to drink a potion.
Okay.
So you can go minor, but you won't be able to go minor and attack.
Can I do a minor move?
I believe you can do a minor shift. Let's look at our handy dandy note card on the actions. So if you look at actions, you can do 2 minors and 1 move. Absolutely.
Okay.
That would be option D.
Okay. Then I will choose to do that. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just to clarify, does a diagonal move have any movement penalties to it, or does it still count as just one
Counts as
square?
one.
Okay.
Now go ahead and add your 10 because you did your minor. So add your 10 hit points for your healing potion and deduct that from your character sheet, please.
Yep.
And are you going to shift for your movement, or are you going to just flat out run? Because if you flat out run, you're going to take an attack of
Take
opportunity.
an opportunity, yes, and
All right, so you're going to take it.
Yeah.
You are the king of taking opportunity attacks, and I like that, dude, because that's aggressiveness. I like that.
Well, watch where I'm going to go. I'm going to take 1, 2 to cross that corpse.
Okay.
I know you're going to have. I got an attack coming to me, but I'm just going to explain what I'm doing.
It is a 20 plus 6, which is a crit, so you take 11 damage as you move.
Okay, it just negated my. I got out of there with my health potion. Is all it cost me.
11 damage. That's
But
max.
my final move is here, which now places me combat advantage.
Okay. Dude, you're going to take another attack of opportunity. Because you went from here to here. This is 2 movements right there to this. Then you went 3 here, right? Then you went 4 and then 5. As soon as you move to that 6 square, you take another attack of opportunity. Because if you go from one adjacent square to another adjacent square, that provokes. So if I was you, I would stay here until next round and then shift over there.
Okay, so I can. Okay, I wasn't. That was the only thing I wasn't clear about. Was the if I'm in in the square already, where exactly did it give it to me? So.
Okay, you're
Yeah,
safe up to right here. Now, if you move from here to here for your last move, that's what provokes.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that, man, but it's the way it is, man.
Cool. So, that's no problem.
Yep. Alright, so, still a good move, man.
And we got to deal with this dude up here because he's just casting crap all over the place.
Yeah, he's not even been touched yet. And it is his turn now. So
I was gonna try and take him out, but then he put that necrotic shit on.
Alright. So I am going to cast. So Eamon, you can get an attack of opportunity on him. And thank goodness that I can't take an attack of opportunity against you because it's his attack. So he can't take an attack of opportunity when it is his attack. So
That's
you're safe
definitely
from
wrong,
that.
Eamon.
Yeah, I was about to.
Oh wow,
ask that.
1d8. Come on, tighten up for those macros over there. Come on.
Yeah, I built so many of them.
It's just a regular attack. 1d20 plus dex plus proficiency. Plus magical items. You need to do 1d20, not 1d10.
Oh, I thought that was okay. Never mind.
You guys should just use those universal macros I put in there. I mean, you guys wouldn't have problems with all those macros. Just my 2 cents.
Well, I didn't see one that a macro that says opportunity attack.
Oh, it's not. You just do it. You just put in 1d20. It doesn't have It's just plain. It just rolls dice. It doesn't do anything.
So it's 1d20 plus my bonus.
Whatever your bonuses are, yeah. Your proficiency, your dex. Yep, you missed pretty bad on that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, 1d20 plus 8.
You almost
7, I mean.
You almost attacked yourself. It was so bad.
It's 1d20 plus 7, man.
Okay, well, I was looking on my card and it said
You gotta add proficiency.
card.
Like when you look at the attack, look at the 2-hit card. It says add proficiency, add half level, add your ability modifier, add magic items, and it just goes right on down the list. So there's a +2 there or +3 for your proficiency bonus. Then you should add your stat modifier, which is dex plus half level. So
Okay, so it is the +7.
alright. So I will attack the dwarf. And that is a 22 versus fortitude, which is a hit, and that's even with +2, right? It's a hit. +2 to your fortitude. That's for Mr. Ron's, actually.
Okay, yeah.
Hey,
I
Dave?
didn't think you were talking to me.
Is
Ron's?
that door open?
Yeah, you can see inside of it. Sure is. Ron's is a 22 versus Fortitude to hit. Don't forget to add your +2 to Fortitude.
You said 22?
22. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
Alright. You take no damage. Yes, you do, actually. Sorry about that. Looking at the wrong darn thing. You do take some damage. You take a total of 7 damage and you are blinded. So you are now totally blinded. And
I am just bloodied.
okay. And now you lose combat advantage as well because you have a condition on your character. So I will put the little eyeball on you. That means that you are blinded. And that is it for the hurler. So Kevward, you're up now.
I'm gonna go ahead and arc lining the Drake and the Goblin at the south.
Okay. You can go ahead and do 2 attack rolls. We're gonna start
It's
doing...
versus reflex.
Okay. 16 versus... Who was that against first?
The Drake.
Drake, that is a hit.
Goblin.
Goblin, that is a hit. Very nice. Roll damage first for the Drake. Ooh, nice shot. Nice damage. He goes down. You take him out. Your lightning wraps around the body of the Drake and it just makes it go into a convulsion, falls out of the sky because it was hovering a little bit, and boom, falls on the ground dead. Roll damage for the Goblin now as well. Very nice.
That dragon breath. Or is that what you used?
Alright, so this Goblin here
Wrong person.
is now officially bloodied as well. And now, very nice job there, Kevward. I'm going to start calling you Kevlar, so nice shot, man. Anybody got any action points left?
Very nice.
You just saved the Paladin's ass, I think.
Used mine
Yes,
up
you
already.
did.
Alright, next up is the Goblin down here. And he is going to move in.
Wait. I still get my free action. While I'm killing the dragon, it says, unlimited power! Very embarrassed.
Nerd alert! Nerd alert! No, I'm just kidding.
I had to do it. I had to.
I love it. Alright, so the Goblin moves up 2 squares and is going to attack Kodojo because that was his prized Drake. And this guy is not very happy. And that is an 18 versus armor class, which I'm sure that's a hit versus your soft ass, so yeah.
Yeah, I have a 12
soft ass.
Yeah.
So you take a total of 7 damage, Kodojo. Are you now officially bloodied too? Are you going to join the bloody party?
Yeah, I'm bloodied.
Oh my gosh, everybody is at least bloodied. Oh my goodness, you guys.
You may have to retreat from this.
We haven't
after
even
we're
been
done.
rolling bad. You're just murdering us.
I'm not murdering you guys. It's the dice that are murdering you. It's not me.
That's exactly it.
And you
What's
guys
the
are rolling
difference?
pretty bad, so don't even blame this total party kill on me. We'll just start over. Seeing you guys are at the first encounter, we'll just start over next week. And I'm just kidding. I think you guys will be all right.
Damn it.
All right.
Round 2.
Rons, you're up, man.
Is shifting onto a body... are you able to shift onto a square with body on it?
I believe shifting ignores movement. Any kind of
Shifting ignores rough terrain.
It does. Shifting ignores that stuff. So sure, if you want to shift on a corpse, feel free to.
There's something I want to check first.
You guys should be doing this during your off
Yeah,
turn.
I'm sorry. Am I able to make a saving throw to get rid of my
Sure, but it's the end
blindness?
of your turn. That'll be it.
What if I use an ability. That,
What are you going to use?
Soothing Light. Target makes
User
a saving
disconnected from
throw
your
with a
channel.
+2 bonus power, or power bonus.
That's an encounter power. So let's see. So it's cost a minor action. It's a burst of 2. You or one ally in the burst, and the target makes a saving throw with a +2 power. Sure, you can use that. It'll give you
Okay,
a.
and that's a 1d20 +2.
That'll be a 1d20 +2. That is it. And it is actually no. You don't. This doesn't. You're just automatically blinded until your next turn. You don't have that mark on you. That necrotic mark. You're going to be blinded regardless.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah,
so using that
it's like
doesn't matter.
It's like I told you last round when you got hit with it. You're blind until the end of the goblin's next attack. So just like Kodojo was hit with that right off the bat. So you're going to be blinded regardless. So you might as well
Okay.
just take your -5 and swing blindly.
All right, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna shift behind him.
Or, well, honestly, you didn't know that he moved there. So I'm not going to allow that.
Oh, okay.
Because he moved in, you know what I'm saying? After you became blinded. So you didn't see him shift there. You can swing wildly. I'll let you swing wildly. But I'm not going to let you do a strategical move like that. Because that is basically metagaming. Because he moved in after you were blinded. So technically you didn't see him move there. Because your butt was blinded. But I'll let you swing. You heard him swing. And you heard, Kodojo take an attack, take a hit beside you. So therefore, I can see that. And I'll allow you to swing wildly in front of you with a -5 penalty. But for the shift,
Just doing a basic melee attack, right? I'm not able to use a power on him.
sure, if you want to do that, if you want to use a power, it's -5.
Okay, I'll do Blessing of Battle.
I have a quick question.
Alright,
I know
so,
if-
wisdom -5.
17 to armor, I think.
Let's see. Did you add your -5 in there?
Yeah, -2, -5, -2 for the cloud.
Yeah, it's a hit. You swung wildly. You hit him. You knew something was in that direction because, like I said, you heard that creature grunt when it attacked. You heard the mage beside you
4.
take a hit. And, okay, he takes 4 damage.
And I give Mr. Mage Dude 3 damage resistance until the end of my next turn.
Alright. Nice hit, Mr. Blind Guy.
And that's it.
Alright.
Because I'm blind.
Eamon, what did you want now? What were you saying?
Okay. Shifting. I know you can shift away from an enemy.
You can
And-
shift aside too.
That was my question. Is it? Can I shift towards and then?
Any adjacent square.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And I got my plan for next time.
Roger that. Sandman, what are you doing? Our
I'm
entire
using
party is
double
bloody.
minor and drinking
Wow.
a healing potion.
Alright. Are you still bloodied, sir?
Yeah.
Holy crap, you had 2
I'll-
hit points.
I had 2 hit points. If he hadn't killed the Drake, I was dead.
Yeah. Oh, holy crap. Holy crap.
Well, I would have gotten a swing at it.
Hey, do I have a question?
Yeah, one second. Are you gonna
Actually,
do
I wouldn't have.
Are you gonna do anything else, Sandman? Is that it for you?
No, I'm gonna stand. I'm not gonna take a move action. Well, let's see. I could do a move action. Now, let me
I
do a
scream
move
out,
action.
"What's going on? I can't see anything."
You could grant advantage. Yeah, perfect.
Did you see how I did that?
Yeah, I saw it. Good.
That was
4
awesome.
squares. Yeah, very
I
nice.
assume that was awesome.
Yeah, very nice.
That way I didn't get the combat event or the opportunity attack.
Double move. You're done. What's up, Bach?
So when I go bloody, for my first bloody during the encounter, I get +5 temporary hit points, right? Because I'm a half orc.
Yep.
And then, so if I use Soul Feast, does that turn the 5 to 2?
No, it will not. It will not overwrite a lower. A lower will never overwrite a higher number.
Okay.
A higher number will override a lower number, though.
Okay. Alright, anyways. So I'm gonna shift here.
Okay.
And attack the goblin.
Very good. Steel scimitar attack. I like it. I like it. 22 versus what? Armor class?
Armor
That's a
class.
hit. Yep. Oh yeah, definitely a hit.
Oh boy, can we end it here?
Not unless he can do a hell of a lot of damage in one shot.
You asked.
Oh, very nice. Holy crap, Kodojo. Are you overpowered or are you overpowered?
That's Boktago, not Kodojo.
Kodojo, Boktago, same damn thing.
All these O's.
Racist.
Yeah, you.
It ends in an O, right?
Yeah, exactly. Bok, you crush this guy. This is like the best shot you've ever had. And you were just enraged because you've never had your butt beat so bad before in a fight. And you enrage and unleash your inner orc, and you slash this guy. Like, man, you took this guy well into bloodied status. Very nice shot, dude. That was awesome. He's like, I know. Bok's like, yeah, it's nothing. Alright, Aemon, you're up now.
Okay. Can I do a minor attack?
Nope. You can do a minor movement. You can do like a minor shift and grant combat advantage.
You can do a standard and 2 minors. Option B.
I thought he was wanting to move. Didn't you say you were wanting to move?
Well, this was my plan. If I did 2 minors, I could chug my last potion. And then for my action move, I was going to use Escape Artist, which allows me to shift forward up to 2 squares, make an attack, and then shift back as a free action up to 2 squares.
That's that pretty cool power you got, right?
Oh my god.
Which one is it called?
Escape Artist trick.
Yeah, that's
Dave.
That's your that's pretty sweet. Okay, so let's see. It takes your move action, so you can shift up to 2 squares.
I can, as the action of using Escape Artist lets me shift forward 2 squares, make an attack.
You can shift anywhere.
Shift back.
Shift means you can go anywhere. Oops.
Well,
excuse me. See that little
I guess
fart
what I
gave
was
you
what I
guys?
was
Usually
my
I mute
understanding, my
headset.
plan was to wrap my shift movements up into the Escape Artist trick instead of trying to.
You won't be able to chug. You won't be able to pull a potion out, chug it, shift it, attack, and move back. That's too many. But you can use this and attack. But you won't be able to pull a potion out, drink it, and then sure you can use this, but you'll just shift. And then you can shift back. I mean, you're not going to be able to attack. That's the thing. You're just wanting to get too many actions there.
So Escape Artist trick is actually split up into. It uses multiple actions.
You shift up to 2 squares. Once at the end of this turn, you can shift 2 more squares as a free action. So this is your last action. So if you pull and chug, there's your 2 minors. Now if you do your move action, you can shift, but now it's the end of your turn, and now you can shift 2 more as a free action. That's how that's going to work. You can't attack. There's nowhere in there in that flavor text that says you can attack as well. See what I'm saying?
Okay, then I guess I'm not understanding what the point of that feat is then.
Okay. Now, you're wanting to... You told me that you wanted to pull a potion out and drink it, correct?
My idea was, yeah, that would take two minors.
Okay, so that would give you 1 minor, 1 movement, or regular standard action left. That's one thing left. You're wanting to use your move action, which that's what Escape Artist Trick costs, so it will allow you to shift up to 2 squares. So there you go. You're done.
Okay, so, okay.
And then it says, once at the end of this turn, you can now shift 2 more squares as a free action. So yeah, you can move 2 more squares anywhere as a free action. And you can still use Escape Artist.
But I can only use Escape Artist in lieu of my move action.
It has to be a move action because that's what it costs. It says that on the card.
Okay.
Pretty much.
It costs a move action.
No, that's fine. I'm trying to utilize what talents I have.
Yeah.
Instead of just kind of I'm just going to fire straight at it.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, but you got to have a standard to attack. If you want to shift in, attack, and shift out, you got to do it that way. You can't chug, shift, attack, and then move back out. That's one standard action too many.
No problem, and that's why I was asking. I just wanted to make sure that I did it right.
Yeah, it would have worked great if you're not going to drink potions, you can do it. But if you're going to drink potions, it's not going to work. That's just too many actions.
I'm just going to risk it all. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to worry about the health potion. I'm going to use my Escape Artist. I'm going to shift forward. That will put me in combat advantage, correct?
It will.
Then I'll be able to try to take my shots, and then I can shift back out.
Okay. And I will give you an attack of opportunity as well. So, and I know you're taking a chance on that, so I will go ahead and get my free hit now. Ooh, +8. And that is a 15 versus armor class.
Armor class is 16.
Okay. You shift up there. He misses. You now have combat advantage. Well, did you add your +2 as well? So you would have.
No,
that was with it.
No, that was my base is 16. So that's actually with the little shield. It would be what, 18?
18. Yes, sir.
Okay, so yeah, no, my base stat was 16, and if you rolled a 15, then
yeah, I would have missed anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So you're able to shift in, get your attack. Your bow shot, and you crit.
There's my combat advantage.
Hell yeah, man.
So max damage.
Okay.
I'll be back real fast.
That'd be 14 is my max.
Okay, and I believe you have to roll for the combat for the sneak attack. I don't think sneak attack gives you max damage.
Oh no, it doesn't. And I was still had to roll that one left, but I only got 4 on that.
18 damage still. Hey, guess what? You got your 3rd kill of the match because
You bastard.
you as you shifted in, you caught the goblin off guard, and he went to dodge. But when he went to dodge, he dodged right into your arrow that struck him right between the eyes, and then he fell on the ground motionless. So
That's what I'm talking about.
there you go. Your chance.
Very
paid off.
nice.
Yeah, I figured, you know what? Let's just, worst case, y'all just have to heal me or, I don't know, pat my butt until I come awake or something. I don't know.
All right, Kevward, and now you are no longer blind as well. your effect comes off. Kevward, you're up now.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and magic missile the goblin in front of me.
Okay. Now, your magic missile, that is a ranged attack, correct?
Yes, but I have staff expertise, which allows me to cast magic in close combat without getting an opportunity attack on me.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Very nice.
So that is a minus 7
damage.
Alright, he is still up. He's in pretty bad shape. And anything else for you? Any shifting? Anything? Minor action? Free action?
I'm gonna shift upwards.
Oh, okay. You're gonna shift right into Tiamat, I see. Shift right into my trap that I have. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh god.
And also, this green cloud dissipates as well.
Oh, finally.
Alright, so I have one thing left I can do.
One opportunity to kill somebody.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna go ahead and swing away. I mean, he has really nothing else he can do, so I will go ahead and I'll swing on the dwarf. Welcome to the game.
And he takes 6 damage, radiant damage for the righteous radiant because he attacked without.
I was wondering if you'd remember.
I did that on purpose, so you kill him. So there you go. That's why I said welcome to the party.
Thank God.
And your last target is dead.
With my last breath, I spit.
So I told you guys it'd be okay.
Yeah, nobody died.
This
Nobody,
horse down here
nobody got
is-
down.
You guys are all bloodied. And guess what? The door to the north burst open. And you see nothing but goblins pouring out. And I'm just kidding.
Oh shit, run for
Run!
Can we take a little bit of break now and maybe take a short rest while we're doing that so we can gain our stuff back?
You guys wanna? What do you guys wanna look around here, or what are you guys doing?
I want
It's
to
up
loot
to you
this
guys.
body. The goblin right
I'd like
in
to
front
take
of me.
We
a
do
short
need
rest.
to loot the bodies.
Okay, you guys find. Oh, first off, I want to tell you guys are going to start doing your XP per encounter. So everyone add 105 XP to your sheet, and if you miss it, so sorry about your luck. So everybody add 105 XP. So this is something new that I'm going to try, and that's just the way it's going to be.
I'm good with that.
So there you go. You loot that body, and there's absolutely nothing on that corpse.
I plopped down to my ass. Extremely tired. I decided to take a quick rest.
Are we going to how long of a rest are we going to try to take?
You guys are going to have to take at least 5 minutes to spend healing surges and stuff, so...
Yeah, and get our encounter.
Alright. So I'm going to do you guys are in a pretty highly populated area, so I'm going to do a roll here and see if there's a random encounter or any kind of roaming party coming into the dungeon or anything like that. So I need to get a dice out real quick.
The next time we need to sit in a room like this, before you say we officially rest, let me, I don't know, try to fiddle with the
Lucky
doors.
for you, no random encounters. So you guys have been resting for about 10 to 15 minutes now, so you guys can start spending healing surges. So you can spend as many healing surges as you want to get your life back up, however high you want it. So
You said about 15 minutes, right?
you guys have been resting for about 10-15 minutes, yep. There's been no activity or anything. You haven't heard anything. Although the horse has been a little restless down there.
Okay, I spent 2 healing surges and I am back to full health.
I spent 3.
After the first 5 minutes, I heal myself with one of my healing words. Then I just let the other one heal back up with a regular surge.
Hey Dave, I screwed up my health somehow. Can you look at it real
No.
quick?
Hold on one second. You said you used a healing word?
Yeah, after the first 5 minutes, and then I
No, don't do that. Just use
Okay.
healing surges. No, don't.
okay.
Because you're going to have to get another rest to get that healing surge. To get that healing surge back. It just doesn't make any sense to do that. So spend your healing surges. That's why they're there.
I'm back up. I'm no longer bloody.
Alright, so
Can we
everybody's...
take a quick bio break?
Yeah, go for it.
Dave, I somehow
Back
screwed up
to
my
full.
health. Can you look at it?
1 second. How do you mean you screwed up your health? What's your max health?
It's 24, but the display is showing NAN. I think I accidentally screwed up something.
Just put 24 and hit enter. Or however many hit points you had. Type it in the green button.
Okay,
The
there we
green
go.
bulb and hit enter. That's the thing. You got to hit enter. So sometimes it'll put that NAN in there.
Okay, I'm no longer bloodied.
Alright. Alright.
And while everybody's kind of sitting around, oh, are we gonna take a physical break too, real quick?
Yeah.
You guys can take a little potty break. If you guys need to go powder your noses and stuff, go for it.
Yep, back.
I'm gonna go powder mine too, so. Powder your
I think
noses.
as soon as we get back, we should go check out that horse and stuff.
So I hope you guys are enjoying the game, watching it.
Well, you guys
Usually I
take a
stream
break,
it,
I just peek around
but we're just playing tonight.
Not
I don't know why, but OBS is not working for some
Yeah, I'd
reason.
hate to have to start firing at you.
So I'll have to look
don't
into
worry,
it
I'll
more in
play
depth
with
tomorrow.
Guild. And in fact, fight the
But it looks like a
opposite.
lot of people are actually having problems
You'd
with
have
it.
to do it.
I was
enough
looking both on the
times to
Twitch and the
basically almost wipe the group
OBS
a few
forums,
times,
and they're getting
and
the
then do
same
it in
errors.
defiance of everybody. Then I'll shoot you. I'm gonna go grab some tea real quick.
That was actually a very, 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 very difficult first encounter. There were absolutely no minions, and there were 2 level 1 skirmishers.
I
There was
cast
a
my
level
sun
3
glow
leader,
force illuminating.
controller, and there was a level 2 brute. So that was pretty tough. It took all 5 players in the group to bloodied, and one actually got down to 2 hit points. Pretty scary. Plus, they burnt their healing words in the first 2 rounds, and they also burnt several healing potions as well. Wow. Wow. That is pretty insane. That was a... excuse me, that was a hellacious first encounter. Hellacious! But I'm proud of them. They did really well. You know, if you guys are watching this, I gave them some pointers, like on some shifting and getting rid of combat advantage and stuff. But these are new players, so I will do that for the first several games. Or if I think they're making the wrong move, I might say, hey, you may want to do this instead. But after the first several games, they're on their own. Because I can't do that all the time. And plus it'll make them learn from their mistakes as well on becoming a better gamer. But for their first encounter, these guys did great. I mean, holy crap, did they ever. At one point, I really thought that they were going to get a total party kill. I really did. And we would have just started again. But I was rolling really good there. And they were rolling really bad.
I'm back.
So, but yeah, it was a really fun encounter,
So
and I
happy
enjoyed it.
with the draft right now.
They kept standing in the
Jaguars
cloud.
got Marquise
They could have got out of it, but they kind of stayed in it. But no big deal. Still fun. I enjoyed using that minor action every round to keep that cloud up. All right, so is everyone back?
Hey Dave, guess what?
All right, so you guys
Jags
are in
got
this.
Marquise Lee.
What's that?
The Jags got Marquise Lee.
Ah, very nice.
So happy.
All right, so you guys are here, and okay, what's up? Oh man,
Sorry,
I'd like to
I
go
just
search
wanted to
the
say
horse.
that I like. Can I move these bodies into like a corner away from the door or something while they're on break?
sure. You could take several minutes and pile the corpses up if you'd like. Hide them, do whatever you want.
I'd like to throw them inside that room to break daylight came out of.
Which one?
That one, the one I just moved into.
Okay.
Dave, I'm gonna go ahead and cast a light on myself.
Okay. Having a hard time seeing there, Kodojo?
Yep.
You should have low light vision. So you will be able to see, but you're the only one that's able to see it. So everybody has got their own light effects. So the dwarf has low light, you have low life,
sun's low.
the elf has low life, well, both elves do. The dragonborn has low light as well, I think. No, he does normal. And the dwarf has low light, so yeah.
Can I also cast sun's glow in this room? Just bright it up so I can see it.
You can cast Sun's Glow in there, sure. What is that, an encounter?
No, it's an at will.
Isn't that will? Okay.
And I can end it as a free action.
Alright. So what do you want to light up? One of these,
Yeah, let's just light up one of the dwarfs, I guess.
When we were searching the bodies, Dave, you know I have an affinity for picking up rocks and stuff to put light on. Was there anything? Obviously, we weren't going to be carrying any rocks, but did I find anything that I would feel that would suit the same purpose as I usually carried around a rock that had light on it?
Not yet. These guys they have leather armor. There's short swords. There's daggers. There's some robes. There's a shoddy staff. And that's about it. That's basically all of the mundane gear.
Okay. The staff,
these-
was the staff metal or wooden?
It was.
You said it's shoddy.
Yeah, it was just a shoddy wooden staff.
Okay. Could I have broken it into a couple pieces, 5-6 inches long, and for the purpose that I usually do, which is cast light on it, instead of something I'm carrying. Something
Yeah, do you
permanently
hear that
attached.
blast I just put in TeamSpeak? That was awesome. Yeah, you can do that, but now you can't cast light. But
No.
whenever Kodojo casts light, he'd only put one light spell on. So if he's got light on himself, and if he casts light on that stick, he loses his light, and now your stick has it.
That's
I can
okay.
do it at will, though.
I'd still carry. I still want to carry those pieces around with me.
Yeah, that's fine. You can definitely do that. You can get a couple out of it. Yeah.
Okay.
You can
Sure.
work in conjunction with me to make little light sticks if you want.
I'd
Yeah,
like
we're
to
gonna have,
search the horse to see if there's anything on the horse that might be of use.
No, it doesn't look like the horse doesn't have any armor on, no bridle, nothing. It's just kind of drinking out of the fountain, out of that little well there.
All right.
I'd like to look around the well. Is there anything special about it?
You can give me a perception roll if you'd like. You notice that there is a chest in the well. And you can see that there is a chest in the well. Is that what you were hinting at?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I asked the right question.
Yeah. Oh, you could have said, "Hey, Dave, is that a chest in that well there?" I would have said, "Absolutely, it is a chest in there."
Yeah. You just cover my bases. That's all.
Yeah.
So, can I see anything in this room now that I have light in it? And instead of on one of the corpses, I'm just going to put it on my weapon.
That room basically is just empty. There's a couple empty braziers in there with no fire in them.
What's that thing in the corner then?
That is a brazier that is not lit right now.
Okay.
Okay, as they come out of that room, I kind of motion for them to come over here and kind of tell them, "Hey, look, we found something in the water."
Yeah, it looks to be like the top of a chest that you can see, and the horse is just kind of tails fluffing around and just drinking away.
Okay, so we do notice that he's actually drinking from the water.
Yeah, it's
none of this. No, just stick your hand in it and it doesn't trigger anything until you step in it kind of crap.
No, it's
that we know of.
The water's a little cloudy, but the horse is drinking it.
Arc of lightning. No.
I cast Sun's Glow on the chest. See if there's anything else. I'm just going to be using that ability a lot if it's dark.
Well, it's not dark to you. It's just like Holman here for you.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can see. You have dim light on you.
I got low light. I forgot.
You have low light, so you can see in a 360-degree radius. You have low light. The only person that does not have any light on him right now is the Dragonborn. So everyone else, you guys can all see.
I'm going to reach into the water and open up the chest and see what's in it.
All right, so you're going to pull the chest out, or are you going to? Are you just going to open it in the water?
I'm going to pull the chest out.
All right, you pull it down. You pull it out of the water. You got to kind of push the horse over a little bit, but he lets you get to it. Pull the chest out, and there you go. It's on the ground now.
All right. I want to look at it. Does it seem locked?
It may be locked. You may have to give me why don't you give me a perception check for that?
Dave, I want to
Hold on, guys. 1 second. 1 second. One at a time. Let's take care of the chest first. All right. So what do you want to do?
No, I recognize. I noticed that he's trying to say something, and before I touch anything, I'll stop and let him speak.
Okay, Kodojo, what's up?
I want to do detect magic, see if there's any magical properties on this chest. Or in it.
Okay, you're going to do a arcane check? Or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm going to do arcane check.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
Well, you're looking at the chest and nothing. But as you look at the pool, you sort of have like a quick, brief flash for about 2 seconds. And this is what you see. Hold on 1 second. So I am going to move you somewhere real quick.
It's a Hydra.
Goodbye, my fellow travelers.
It's a teeny baby one, but still.
Can you see right now?
I see my token, and that's it.
Alright, so
oh,
I just let everybody in the group know, look,
1,
if you
2, 3. That's all you saw. And then as you start to notice that the fountain has messed with your mind, you are back in reality of where you were at before, you actually saw the flashback of the pool.
Huh.
And you're back here. So you saw, it looks like you saw something. You definitely saw something because I moved you somewhere.
Yeah.
I gave you a couple and just for those brief couple seconds, you saw something, and that was it.
Okay. I was in a room with about 4 or 5 creatures or people in it. They were off to the northwest of here.
I actually rolled room 7 too, which
That's
is
all I remember.
I rolled the max. I rolled a 1d6 plus 1.
Alright,
I
I
rolled a
kind of
6.
question how he recognized that.
It's something about the pool here. Can I do an arcane check on the pool?
I counted that for the pool and for the
Okay.
chest.
Okay.
You definitely know that this pool has a divine type of magic that is definitely concealed in this pool. It was probably from the Minotaurs when the Minotaurs were here.
Some kind of looking glass, maybe.
Yeah, you definitely saw. You were there for a few seconds, and it seemed to be the same type of architecture as the room that you're in here as well. So,
Okay.
so it could possibly you're thinking it's probably another room, one of the other rooms.
Yeah.
So, what did you see? Speaking out of context, what do you remember seeing?
I remember seeing like maybe one human, a skeleton, and maybe 2 goblins, possibly.
I gave you a
But-
couple seconds, that's for sure.
Yeah, I just wasn't prepared for it. That's all. I was like, wait, what?
You never are. Especially if you have a brief flash of magic come over you and it just takes you to another, through a vortex to another place, and it just flashes for a couple seconds. Yeah, you're definitely not prepared for it. So
Yeah, and I remember seeing some kind of table with some food on it, and kind of looked like a banquet of some kind, maybe.
yeah, oh.
I asked him if whatever he saw, should we be concerned with this pool tripping it or activating it or anything, or was it just like a vision?
No, it's just a vision, I believe.
No, his body was there the entire time.
Oh, was it?
So yeah, you were there, but I had to.
I was physically there.
I had to take your token there to show you. I just can't open up a part of the map for Kodojo. I wish I could. That would be awesome. But no,
for us, we never saw him leave.
yeah, yes, exactly. Kodojo never left. He was there the entire time.
Okay. I was gonna say if I was actually there, then they'd know
Yep.
we're here.
Yep. Nope. You were definitely not seen. You were not noticed, as far as
Okay.
you could tell. It was sort of just like a vision. So everybody can see well now, right?
While they're doing that,
Okay.
can I move up to this door that's in front of us and listen to see if I
Well,
can
I'd like
enter the door?
to ask somebody to. What do you think? Should we go ahead and open this chest, or are we just going to leave it sitting here on the floor?
I can check and see if there's any traps on it, because it
That would-
appears that
that
there's
would
no
be
magic
nice.
on it.
Dave, I want to search through these bodies, see if
Okay.
there's a key.
You can do that after we get this chest done, guys. Hold on, one at a time. Go ahead and do the chest there, Eamon.
Okay.
Well, everybody's just wanting to do this,
I see.
and slow down, guys. We're not in a rush.
That would be a perception or thievery. Yeah, same thing. Same
Perception.
numbers.
Just give me perception. You are able to determine that it is unlocked. There's no trap on it, and there was no magical runes installed on it as traps as well, because the mage would have told you.
Okay, so as I recognize that internally, I reach for the handle and I say, I wonder what this does, and I flip up in the top and just start violently shaking in the corner like something hit me, and then start laughing at everybody.
Nice.
I pull out a throwing hammer and hit him with it.
All right, roll to hit.
I'm just kidding.
All right, next time you say that, I'm gonna
So
make you
I
roll
just-
a hit. So,
And then
I
I'll
just
heal
start
him,
laughing
so.
at him.
all right. So you have an open chest now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look inside and see what's in there.
All right. You notice that there's one healing potion. You notice that there's a healing potion, and you've used these before. And there's also a little bit of gold in there. You don't see any silver, no copper, simply because I don't have those two currencies in my game. So you find a total of 40 gold in this little chest. 40 gold and a healing potion.
All right.
And everybody got
offer-
their 105 XP, right?
Yeah.
Roll a
Alright.
d20 to see
Yes.
if four people get 10 gold.
Well, no, actually, what I was gonna ask is, did anybody besides me use their healing potion?
Paladin
I'd
first.
used one.
No.
Okay. What if?
Go ahead
Me
and
and
take
him
it
roll-
right now.
Well, I was thinking, what if we do a high roll to see who gets the gold versus the potion?
That's a good.
You guys just
Or
split
we
the gold.
just roll, and whoever gets the high roll gets the potion, and the rest get 10 gold each.
That's cool. Whatever. What's the number?
20.
So everybody gets 8 gold apiece and put the potion, whatever. There's 40. I said 40 gold, right?
No, the person who rolls the highest gets the potion, and the rest get 10 gold each.
Oh, right on.
Kind of like it's our version
Like-
of rock paper scissors.
Ammon is gonna get the potion.
Unless somebody can beat my 19.
I think
You
there's no more rolls, so
It should
Alright.
be.
everybody put 10 on your sheet and you get the potion. Almond.
Yep. I'm back up to 2 potions.
All right.
That's a deal I can live with.
I couldn't even use goblin
before we leave
tactics.
him,
They just kept hitting it.
Do we
hitting
notice
it,
he's
hitting it.
wearing any sort of saddle or anything like that?
Nope.
Or is he pretty stripped down?
No, he's stripped down. I said that when everybody first came over here. I was saying that there's nothing
Yeah,
on
when I
the
asked about it.
horse. No
Okay.
bridle, nothing. No bags.
Okay.
It's not even laying on the ground anywhere. It's just not around here.
Hey Dave, can I cut the horse's like what he's tied to onto the fountain loose and take him outside and like let him go?
You could try to do that.
Well, hang on. We can take him back into town and sell him.
Or we can eat him.
No.
could make
The whole idea,
rations
what
out
I
of
was
him.
trying to say is in case like we miss him, like the rider, and he
Uh-huh.
escapes on his horse.
That's a good idea. I
I
think
kind of
that's a
figured
good
that's
idea.
what his thing was. I agree. I'm for it. If y'all,
Yeah, it's got a
I'm
small
good with
chain
Okay.
to the wall. It's got a chain on the wall, so you're able to break it. Good idea, Bach. I like that.
As they're doing that, or after they do that, can I press my ear against the door, see if I hear anything to it?
Sure, you can give me a perception check.
User joined your channel.
I'll do a check also on the door, looking for any sort of traps or anything. See if it's unlocked. Oh, God.
Yeah, you're not aiming. You definitely don't hear anything. You just hear the wind running through the throughout this complex.
No,
Oh.
with that roll, I hear the wind go in one ear, and I can hear it go out the other ear.
Nice.
You're lucky you didn't stumble to the door.
Rons, you can. You think you may hear something behind the door. You're not too sure though.
Okay.
Well, I'll step to the side, and if anybody else wants to roll, I have a bonus to perception for people that are around me.
I'll move back. while we decide what we're doing.
Which doors are y'all listening to?
So, eastern doors.
Both of them?
Yeah, the one that's that I'm facing.
I believe the northern one from where we're standing goes to the room that's already open from the top,
This one, the one that I'm standing.
and that was empty. But there's an open door at the top that we can see into already from the room north of us.
Do you want to open up this door that is in this main corridor, Bok? If you want to open up the door, all you got to do is tell me.
Do you guys want to open this northern door right here just to...
Might as well.
Yeah.
Otherwise we're just standing around.
I checked the one door that I was
Alright.
facing.
There you go.
Can I examine what this is? Because I've been kind of curious as to what it was.
Yeah, you've seen that the entire time. It is a humongous.
Hello? Hello? Is this working?
Yeah, it's working.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it wasn't working or something.
There's a nice elaborate glyph that's carved on the floor, and it has some bright red glass inlaid into it, and it's also got a brazier in the room that is lit. It's got a hot flame coming out of it. It looks like this thing could be tipped over as well, and it would probably do a it would probably have a pretty nice explosion to it if you tipped it over. But that's all you can really determine from it. Nice rune on the floor, though.
Can I do an arcane check to see if there's anything magical about it?
Sure.
I gotta get out and get right back in real quick. Hold on a sec.
You're able to determine a couple of the runes on the floor, and this is possibly fire that is burning from the elemental chaos. And basically the elemental chaos is pretty much the abyss.
Do we want to try
down there?
tying a rope to it and tipping it over and see what happens?
Nah, how about we just leave it alone?
Kodojo definitely knows that would probably bear a pretty big explosion if that brazier was to tip over onto that rune.
Yeah, we'll just leave it. Is there any way I can snuff out the fire without causing a trigger or a trap?
There's no coals or anything in it. It is just a fire that is burning, a magical fire. And you were able to tell from the runes on the that's basically a rune, and it is a ritual that will allow that brazier to continually burn until that ritual is dispelled. And you are able to determine that ritual is well beyond your knowledge of magic at this point in time.
I relay that information to the group and tell them there's really nothing we can do with this and we should just leave it alone.
I
with
know
that,
you just
I'd
want to
say I
tip it
turn
over
and
though.
start walking away.
I know you want to tip it over though.
I was waiting for him to go up and pee in it.
Hey, look, no, I'm not gonna whip my stuff out in your fire. I learned that lesson already.
Hey, I had a question. Where are sunrods?
Sunrods are the 4th edition torches, basically.
Okay.
They're like a
Glow
big
sticks.
giant glow stick. Yeah. They're like a big giant glow stick.
Medieval glow sticks.
I believe there are ever burning torches as well in 4th edition, but the Adventurer Pack doesn't have
they're
them.
50 gold pieces each.
Yep. They're pretty expensive.
Screw that.
But they don't produce any flame and they burn, once you start them, they burn forever.
Yep.
So do you guys want to go east or north?
You guys see, yep, you guys see two walls. Well, so you see two doors, just like Bach just said. One going north, one going east.
And y'all search this southern room here for traps and or for
Yeah, we
doors
checked
and
that room
everything.
out.
Okay.
So we want to go east, or are we going to go north?
Flip a coin.
Let's go east. Have we checked
I
in
feel
northern
like
direction?
That person was to the northwest, so
Do
Or
we know if that
northeast,
was-
sorry,
said?
northeast.
or northeast.
Yeah, sorry, got my direction screwed up there.
Okay, but we know that the room with the brazier has no other doors in it.
Correct. And the southern room had two empty braziers with water in it. So that was the southern room.
I
Well,
wonder if we could
with
take
water
any
in
water
them.
and put it from one brazier to that magic brazier.
You could try it.
What do you think? Did we check that the lower brazier with the water? Did we check to see if it was magical anyway?
No, but odds are it's just a feeding pool for the drake.
Okay.
Yeah, there's two empty braziers there, as you can see. One in the western and eastern corners of the room.
I'll do.
Oh, I thought you
Or-
said there was nothing in the room.
There's not except for the two pedestals with the braziers on them, and
I'll
the
go
braziers have water. So,
I'll go ahead and check the braziers for magical properties.
all right. You don't think you know? You don't know what's up with this water. You're not able to determine anything actually. The
Okay.
water looks pure and clean though. It's not like the pool out there that the horse is drinking out of. It's a little cloudy, but this water's actually really nice. Looks refreshing.
Tell him I can't sense anything.
I say, why don't we stand on them?
On the braziers?
Yeah.
I don't know. If they don't seem to have any magic to them, the only idea I had was to quench the fire with the water, but if the water's not magical, it's not going to do any good against the magic fire.
And then
Y'all
I say,
can call
are you sure there's nothing magical with them? And then I make an arcane check myself to double check.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Dirk.
I'm content with whatever y'all want to roll with.
Same thing. You just notice that the water is nice, pure, and clear. Looks refreshing. Looks good to drink. And that's about
Alright,
it.
well,
You're not able to
everybody's leaving,
determine
so
any
there's
kind
no
of
point.
magical properties.
I'll turn around
Is
and
my-
And I'm
Well,
going to
leave
ask
everybody
if
else.
Okay.
somebody. I'm going to ask if somebody can cast light on my shield.
I turn, cast some glow on his shield.
Is the water skin that I'm carrying, does that have water in it?
Absolutely.
Okay, just wanted, because if not, I was going to fill it up, that's all.
So we going east?
Might as well. I got
So
no other...
his shield it now glows up 4 squares around him,
Alright, that'll last for 1 hour.
or until I cancel it. That's a reaction.
I've got no reason not to go anywhere.
Alright, Dave, can I open just the left door?
Sure.
I prepare in case something is on the other side.
We going in?
Oh, I thought we were waiting. I thought we were waiting for Dave to open the door. That's what I was waiting for.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the dynamic lighting is. I don't know. Dynamic lighting has been acting a little weird lately. It's hard to
Yeah,
grab the actual bars. Usually it's not like that, but I was having problems with it Thursday as well. So you do notice several things about this room, and a couple of the features of the room: same type of wall, same type of flooring, dim light. You can see that in this room. You can see that there are several spots on the wall that has a small torch-like instrument, sort of like a sconce on the wall holding a torch. And they are dimly lit. And you can see what appears to be maybe a rug. And the air, and actually, that's about what you can see right now, because you guys are standing at the door. I'm not giving you anything else.
Alright, so I tell them from where I can see the path goes in and then it splits in 2 different directions.
I ask them if they want me to open the right door.
I say yes.
Okay. I'll open up the right side.
Alright, so as you finish opening up the entire door, you can see that this wide room looks like some kind of antechamber. The 2 doors on the opposite wall lead off to the left and to the right, but between you and the other door is the largest rat you've ever seen. Easily the size of a dog. And this, as soon as you open up the other door, this rat comes out of nowhere. And it squeals. And when it squeals, a goblin comes around the corner. And you can also see more squealing as well. And now the whole room is starting to become lively. There you go. You guys see some goblins and a couple huge rats, and these rats have a very long whip-like tail. And like I told you, these rats are the size of dogs almost. And there are like cartilage spines sticking out of these rats as well. And as the rat looks up to you, it has glowing red eyes. Let's roll initiative, shall we?
I'd like to do a nature check for the rats.
Yeah, I was about to.
Okay.
Holy
Sure
shit.
thing.
Well, looks like we all got it at the same time.
I'd love for you guys to do this kind of stuff. You know, 4th edition gives a lot of lore for creatures, and none of my games take advantage of that lore, and that kind of saddens me a little bit.
Can I make a suggestion to the group before you start reading the lore?
Sure.
I say we should move to like a strategic positioning, moving someone like I'll back up up there and have Eamon go down there, south of him, so we can get just surround them as they come through.
Yeah, that'll give us 2 side ones combat advantage too. Of anything that comes through.
That works.
The horse is not here, right, Dave?
No, the horse is gone.
We
One
kicked
second,
the
guys.
horse
Come
out of the
on.
dungeon.
Oh, I don't mind if it stays there. I didn't want to back over it and it actually still be there.
Alright, so let me move this horse now. I thought you guys were going to go into the room, but anytime I think players are going to do something, they do the total opposite. So, alright, the horse is
Yeah, 'cause
gone.
we moved the horse out, right?
Yeah.
Well, I
Let him
just
go.
Shoot it
didn't
away.
want to move it, so it's gone. So no problem. All right. Initiative has been rolled. Turn tracker is up.
Are Eamon and I able to move yet, or do we need to wait?
Not yet. Nope, because
Okay.
we're in initiative. So if you guys moved, which I saw tokens moving,
Yep.
move your tokens back, please.
That's why I was just double checking.
Yep, not a problem. Not a problem at all, man. All right. So this first goblin, he's going to step up, and he is going to shoot a bow. You can see that he is, well, he's not physically wielding a bow, but he does have a bow, and he is shooting it. And the lucky recipient will be Morgath. You are the lucky recipient of a bow attack.
Congrats, guy. Awesome. You won.
Congratulations, you won.
Kind of pat him on the shoulder a little bit. Good job, man.
Ooh.
Better you than me.
So it's 26 versus reflex, not a crit, but a 26. So I'm sure that's a hit. And
We
you
no
take
longer have the armor bonuses, right?
No, you don't.
No.
That is after the.
It's encounter only.
Yeah, you guys go ahead and take your. You guys should be able to take that off. So help me out there and take those off. So you take a total of 4 damage, just a flat 4 damage. And you guys know how to add those little, the shields and all those nice little cool effects to your tokens. Just click on your token, the little circle down below, the circle and the circle, click on that, and there's the full Monty of all those different effects.
That's cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. Alright, so you take a flat 4 damage there, Boktago. I'm sorry, Morgath. And that is it for the goblin. He has already moved. Amon, now you can move.
Okay. Sorry, I forget real quick. If I ask for the perception, I mean the nature, is that a free action?
You can give me a nature check. That is a free action, most certainly.
Okay.
I always encourage this kind of stuff because I like reading the lore about this kind of stuff. All right, common knowledge. Rats are, pretty common. The rats are pretty much sacred to Torog, the king that crawls. Their presence signifies plague, decay, collapse in decadent cities. But these, however, are special, and you, sir, are able to determine that, seeing that these rats are as big as dogs, your only conclusion that these are dire rats. And dire rats definitely carry disease. And disease that can have many long-term effects against you. So that is your free lore check, sir. Thank you for stopping by.
As I realize all this, I relay this quite emphatically to the rest of the group, that these are poisonous, and chances are they're not going to be healthy for us if they scratch or bite us.
Oops, sorry about that, y'all. I was adjusting my headset.
And so what I will do is...
Run away.
Well, no, you said the goblin was the only one that was engaged right now, correct?
Currently, yes.
Okay. Then I get first strike on the closest dire rat.
Most certainly you would. You most certainly would, actually.
That one right there.
Okay.
So I'll run my first strike combat advantage.
That's first AC, right?
Yes.
That's a hit.
Okay, so I get a range and I get a sneak attack because I had combat advantage.
What? 18 damage. Holy shit, that is strong. I like that.
And then I will shift and then end my turn.
Alright. Next up is our first rat. This rat here scurries.
So I kind of realized that 18 doesn't even make that first rat bloodied, so these are not going to be easy, guys.
They are the size of a dog. You know that dire rats are a pretty strong foe. That's why the city guard always has multiple, people in the patrols and everything, because when these rats start getting loose in large cities, it takes these guards a little bit to take them down. Sometimes they mistake the rats as dogs, and then they go up to pet them, and then they get snagged, and then that's just not good. Alright. Alright, so now I have another goblin coming up, stepping up, and is firing an arrow. Seeing that Bok is the first one there. Bok, how you doing tonight? Thanks for playing.
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. Ooh, another 24 versus armor class. You take another 4 damage. Flat 4 damage. Wow, my initiative rolls were pretty good, guys. Five, 6 move.
Is that a goblin?
That is a goblin. And he is also firing his bow at Boktago. I'm sorry, Morgath. And Morgath, you get hit again with a 20 versus armor class for 4 more damage. So now Morgath is starting to look like a pincushion. Alright, Rons, you're up now. Well, the half orc in front of you's been absorbing all these arrows. He's got 3 arrows sticking out of him.
Well, he shouldn't have been up next to the door. I am going to pull out a throwing hammer. I'm gonna put my warhammer up really quick. What would that be considered? Like a free action or a minor action?
What do you mean?
Like putting up my warhammer so I can grab a throwing hammer.
It would cost a minor action to pull something out. So.
All right, I'm gonna pull out a throwing hammer and I'm gonna throw it at the rat that got hit by that big attack earlier.
Okay. Seems like the other rat has got in front of the other one, but you could still hit it if your attack roll is good enough. So for a throwing hammer, go ahead and add your strength bonus, because that is a strength modified throwing weapon. So that would be your, and you are proficient with it, so you would add your proficiency as well.
7.
And that is a miss. Your hammer almost hits Boktago. I'm sorry, Morgath. Any other actions or anything? I think you still have a movement action.
I'm going to shift. No, I can't shift, can I? Already. Oh, shift is a free action, isn't it?
Shift is a movement action.
Oh.
Shift is a free action in Pathfinder, but not fourth.
I'll shift here.
Alright.
Wait, can you? You did 2 minor and a standard.
He pulled his hammer out. He threw it. That was a minor. He threw it. That was a standard, and then he moved for his movement.
He sheathed his warhammer, he said, though.
Oh, I thought he dropped it for the free action.
Oh no, you're right. I did sheath it.
Okay, so there you go.
Okay, that's good, I guess.
Bok with the catch. All right, Morgath, what are you doing?
I'm gonna strike this rat right there with Eldritch Bolt. That's a verse reflex.
Yep, that is a miss.
Alright, and then I'm gonna shift north.
Okay. Everybody's shifting. Everybody's scared of my dire rats.
I'm actually not so scared.
Kevward, what are you doing?
We have a counter powers back, right? After
You do.
rest. Okay.
You definitely do.
Then I'm gonna cast Burning Hands. What is a close blast 5?
Close blast 5 means that depends on which you can do it any adjacent square to you, and it would do a 5x5 square. So if you want to set it in the square here, it will hit. You'll have to do an attack roll versus your paladin there, and you'll have to do an attack roll against him unless you put the very edge here and then you go 5 the other way. But yeah, you're gonna hit some friendlies, that's for sure. Because I believe Burning Hands is a close blast 5, right?
Yes, that's why I asked.
It's a 5x5. It's a huge blast, and seeing that it is, I believe it says ranged as well, right? Or is it it's a close? So no, the keyword is close. So you would not take an attack of opportunity.
So I'm gonna move right
Okay.
there and cast Burning Hands.
All right. So you want it to basically encompass this whole area. I will allow that.
Okay.
I like that. It'll wrap around the chamber. So where do you want the middle square of the 5 to be? Let's make it easy.
Can you give me a 5x5 aura so that way I have an idea? Real quick.
I can. Yeah, just tell me where you want the blast to be, and I'll get it for you. And I'll set it down for you.
Right there.
That's 5x5. That's pretty big.
Yeah, that covers every creature in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it is.
Including yourself.
Nope.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No.
Impressive.
So,
That is super.
do you want the middle to be right here, basically, to where it does
No.
encompass the entire room, or what?
Right there on top of that goblin archer.
Well, it has to be close. So it has to be in. It's not a point. It's a close. So it has to be right here. If you're going to put it right there, it has to be right there.
Would the middle go right there, or
Yeah,
where I would
that's
start?
the middle right there. You will affect everything in this room. Everything that you can see will be affected by this.
Okay,
Because the
that's
blast is going to wrap around. The blast is just basically going to cover everything. So
good. Okay, I'll do that.
all right. So go ahead and do. You got 6 attack rolls you're going to make. So
Yep. It's intelligence versus reflex.
okay. First attack, just start rolling. I'll tell you if it's versus reflex. All right, we're
Correct.
going up the goblin up top. The first attack is a miss. The second attack versus the back rat is a miss. The third on the rat in front of you is a hit. Goblin in front of you, crit. Goblin in back of you, hit. And the last goblin around the corner that is going to get hit anyway. Alright. So this place goes up in a ball of fire. And you have 1 dead goblin. You have 2 dead goblins. You have 3 dead goblins. 1 goblin misses the blast. He does a tumble and dodges out of the way.
Well, I still have to do a 2d6.
They only have 1 hit point, so
Oh, okay.
that's why they're dead. Now, on the rat here, You missed the rat on the wall, so I want you to roll. Now, doesn't it do a
miss
on
is
miss is half? So go ahead and do damage for the back rat. So let's do that first and cut the damage in half. Alright, so this back rat takes 6. He is now officially bloodied. And in pretty bad shape. And go ahead and roll full damage on the rat directly in front of you. And that is how you do flaming hands, flaming sphere, or burning hands, I'm sorry. Alright, and this takes 11 damage.
So wait a second, the goblin on top though.
He
missed?
dodged, correct.
Well, that's half damage though, even though it's a miss.
He is dead. Actually, missed attacks never damage. I was right on that. The missed attack never damages a minion. So he was able to dodge out of the way. That is one of their actual bonuses for being a minion. So
Okay, and I did 11 damage to the rat in front of me.
got it.
The front rat.
Yep. Very nice. Very nice job. Alright, so you've done your movement, you've done your standard, any minor or free action or anything?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, you've done a good job. Damage, you did a damn good job.
Wait.
Nice.
That's my free action as I do this is feel my Super Saiyan wrath! That's the second nerd out. Next.
Alright, so now I have a rat that is up to make an attack. And this is Mr. Bloodied Rat here. Alright, I'm going to move up 2, and I'm going to attack Kodojo. Because, you know, the heat that just came from you scorched him, and he's not a happy camper. So that is a 12 versus armor class.
That I have 12 armor class.
Alright, so that is a hit. Alright, you take minimum damage of 6, and you have an icky feeling to you, sir.
Okay.
Alright. So next up we have, I think that's it for the dire rat, yep. Cal, you're up now.
Alright, to start off with, I'm going to take a minor action and invoke the Defender Aura.
Alright.
Then I am going to... Oh, I guess I better step forward, or slide forward here. And I am going to do... Valiant Strike. Or no, yeah, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do Strike of Hope.
Alrighty then.
10 versus armor class.
That is a miss. It's not too bad of a miss, but it is a miss irregardless. Alright, so anything else for you, Cal?
No, I think I better stop right there.
Alright, so my goblin here is going to... the goblin will step up, slide over for a movement. He wants a piece of that. He wants a piece of that wizard that just scorched all of his friends from his tribe. So, Kodojo, how you doing, bud?
I'm not quite bloodied yet.
11 versus armor class, which is a miss.
Correct.
Because it's you have a 12. So, this guy Misses, and he says, "Oh shit." And that's it for him. Couldn't shift because it wasn't a melee attack, so. Alright. Almond?
Alright,
5x5 burst. That is insane.
I can see the one that's in the doorway only, correct?
That is true. Now, if he was one square closer, then no. But yes, he's in that square. Yeah, you can gank him there.
Okay. Alright, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go. I don't have any sort of advantage, but that doesn't matter. I'm gonna go ahead and try to finish him off. See if I can, at least. So it would be... against AC?
Yep, that's a hit.
And my attack.
Alright. Still up, barely. He's hanging on by a thread. Alright. Next up is the Dire. He is going to attack the Paladin. And that is a 16 versus armor class.
And that's a miss.
Alright. Next up is a dead goblin. Next up is a dead goblin.
When that rat moved in, did it get any sort of attack opportunity against it?
Nope, because he slid one square into the side. So Ron's, you're up now. Yep, plus he attacked the target that was closest to him from when he first started charging in. So Ron's, you're up. A little bit easier encounter this time for you, huh? You just got to worry about the dire rats.
I am going to use Soothing Light on headboard. And it lets them make a saving throw with a +2 power bonus for being poisoned by one of the rats.
There's no saving throw needed. Not at this point. There is no saving throw needed.
Then I will. If I can't get in for attack, I will pull out another throwing hammer and I will throw it at the bloodied rat. Actually, would I be able to hit the that goblin back there?
Sure can.
I'm gonna throw a hammer at him.
Alright, so you're pulling out your last hammer and throwing it. That is a miss. And you almost hit the paladin. Damn near hit the paladin.
Actually have
come back and hit him in the face.
So I got one more. But they're all like playing against that wall right now. So.
Alright, is that it for you?
That's all I can do really.
Alright. Bach, you're up.
The bloodied rat in the door, is he in my line of sight?
No, he is not. That is
Okay,
a
so
sharp corner
the
there.
south
So
one right there?
the south one, sure.
Okay. I'll strike him with an Eldritch Bolt.
Okay.
That's first reflex.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a hit.
Alright, 1 second.
Wow, nice damage. This rat, as your Eldritch Bolt strikes the rat, it puts the rat into a bloodied status. Bloody status. Kev, you're up. Oh, anything else for you? I'm sorry, Bok.
That's it.
Alright, Kev, you're up.
I'm gonna shift step back. I'm gonna cast Arc Lightning on the 2 rats.
Okay.
It's versus Reflex, I think. Hang on. Yes, Reflex.
Alright. You are feeling nauseated. Go ahead and do 2 attack rolls for the top rat first. Alright. And the bottom one. Go ahead and roll damage on the top one. It's max anyway, so what is your max damage?
1d6 plus my intelligence, so 11.
Oh yeah, wow, this rat explodes into about 1,000 little pieces of flesh. Kind of splatters over Sandman too.
Just gotta point and laugh, slap my knee off.
Next rat attack, Arc Lightning.
Nothing.
Rat-a-tat-tat. And that is a miss. Alright. That rat is dead. You're up, Cal.
I might as well do my Strike of Hope on the rat there at the bottom.
Alright.
20 versus armor class.
Oh yeah. That's a hit.
Come on, big numbers, no whammies.
And I'm also
No
going to
whammies.
use my Holy Smite and counter power, which is triggered by an enemy with the hitting an enemy with an at-will weapon attack power.
Okay. Oh, that's your encounter,
And
right?
yes, it is. And
Nice.
let's see, the target takes radiant damage equals 2 plus your charisma, which is 3.
So a total of 10.
And if the target if it was hit, then the target is dazed until the end of your next turn.
Alright. And the rat is dazed. Alright, next up is the goblin. He continues to load his bow and fire it at the paladin. For a 27 versus armor class.
That's a hit.
Alright. Take a total of 4 damage there, Sandman. Flat 4 damage. Next up is Amon.
Can I see that rat that's in the doorway, or is that still too sharp of a turn?
No, you cannot. The other rat you could, but that can't. That rat you cannot.
No problem. Then I will use an at-will ability. I'm going to try it out. The Escape Artist trick. It allows me to shift.
Very
then
nice.
I can attack, then I can shift back.
Sounds good to me. So whenever you shift in there, the target is dazed. So when the target is dazed, you get a +2 because that target grants you combat advantage. So it's gonna, you're gonna be able to get a sneak attack in there as well.
Okay. Now, let me ask just in case. If I shift, well, no, that won't give him a attack of opportunity anyway because I'm shifting.
Yeah, and then you get the free action at the end of your turn as the shifting 2 more squares. So yeah.
Okay. I'm just double checking to make sure I
Yep.
get everything right.
That's a beautiful attack, man. I like that. I like that
So
encounter power.
Shift in.
All right.
He's dazed.
Yep. +2 to attack because he's dazed. Oh crap! You crit. And don't forget to add in your additional 2d6.
Yeah, that was my to hit, and then let's see what's my. Let me see. That's my basic. So 14 is my basic, and then that would have been my sneak attack.
23.
Yeah, 14 and 9. Yeah, 23.
Yeah. This rat explodes.
And
One nuclear
then
explosion
for my
goes off.
final, I shift back where I was.
Look at that. Look at that move. You guys just saw him do that, and you guys were like, man, why didn't he do that before?
I'm a little slow, guys.
He
Just
did,
hold on.
Alright, Rons, you're up. That goblin
Is there
isn't
any
looking...
way-
He's not looking too confident anymore. He's like, oops.
Is there any way that I can get to that guy with one movement?
With one move, you can get to him. Move through the paladin, that's 1. Moving through the rat, that's 3. And then moving one more closer to the goblin, that's 4. You got 5 movements, so yeah, you can get to him. And you can still get an attack. And a minor action. And a free action.
My free action, I flip him off.
I'd pull out my
You pull out your hammer. Okay, so there's your minor. So you still got your movement, your standard. It costs 5 squares to get there. Alright, so now you got a standard, you can whack him. You can whack him.
I'm gonna use my at wills. I knew it like 5 seconds ago. Blessing in battle. And it's wisdom versus AC.
A perception of what? 15 or higher. So, Cal, Kev, notice. Alright.
Sorry, I typed in random instead of 18.
18's a hit. So Cal and Kev will see the trap ahead.
That's actually +3, so 11.
Oh, you crush his head. You know, you come over with an overhand blow down into the goblin. He looks like he's going to try to parry with a sword, and you just go right through his attack, well, his parry, and his head just crunches down into his neck, and you can hear bones cracking, and he falls over unconscious.
I also gained 3 damage resistance.
3 what?
3 damage resistance.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't count right now anyway, because you guys are
That's the end
officially out of combat. That's it. Yeah, that old Kevward, he took care of everything for you. So you're feeling a little nauseated right now, Kev. To be honest with you, you're feeling a little nauseated.
Okay. Guess I call the cleric over and ask him to check me over.
After picking up my throwing hammers, I walk over to him.
Okay. So you can go ahead and do a heal check, and what your heal check is going to entail is you determining what kind of ick he possibly has. So I want you to go ahead and actually just don't roll a 1. So I mean, that's all I'm asking. All right, that's fine enough. So you're able to determine that with the bite that he sustained, that he has possibly contracted the disease called rat filth. And you know that...
Back away his face.
Well, it's called filth fever, actually. But it is from the rat. It is not contagious. However, you do know that those that are infected by this disease waste away as they alternately suffer chills and hot flashes and other lingering effects.
My God, you do want to kill me.
Guys, we have to get him to a specialized healer.
I'm not swapping spit with him.
It takes. This is how diseases work in 4th edition, guys. You're basically at stage 1 right now, and what you have right now, Kev, you lose a healing surge. You lose a permanent healing surge, but you get it back. It's just like sort of like a debuff. So just mark down on a piece of paper that you are 1 shy healing surges right now. Now the next time you go take a long rest, you will make a saving throw. And if you fail your saving throw, then that means you go to stage 2 of this disease. If you pass your saving throw with a 10 or higher, then that means you go to stage 0 of the disease and you fully recover from it. So it's sort of like a swinging scale. So every time you take a long rest and fail, your disease gets worse and worse. But every time you pass, it gets better. So it's either going to get better first, you're going to lose it, or the worst is going to happen. And you'll find out.
Would I be able to help him make a saving throw whenever?
Sure. You can always do an assist. So this is how assist works in 4th edition. If you roll basically a saving throw, if you roll a 10 or higher, that means that you are successfully assisting him in his recovery. I will let him have a +2 bonus to the saving throw that you're allowing him to take.
What if I
Now,
use my encounter power and
hold on 1 second. If you fail your roll, then that means he gets a -2 because you're not. So there's repercussions to you failing an assist roll. So if you're successful with the assist, it's +2. If you fail, then that means he gets a negative modifier. Now, what is your question?
What if I use my soothing light ability and it like lets me give him +2 without
Diseases work different. Diseases work off of rest. Long rest, actually.
Hey, Dave, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Can you intimidate minions, or only bloodied units?
That's a good question. I would say no on minions. Just for the simple fact is they can't be bloodied.
Okay,
So,
that's what I was kind of
yeah.
wondering, because I kind of thought about going in and intimidating one.
You would have said, "Yeah, get out of here, pal."
But I saw like it specifically says you force a bloody target to surrender if on success. So I was wondering if that worked on minions too or not.
Yeah, I would say no. But I mean, even some, maybe like a solo or an elite, I wouldn't see that working on it. You know what I mean? Now,
Right.
maybe something with a morale or something. Even though there's really no morale checks per se in 4th edition, I guess it would just be up to the DM's discretion. But yeah, but the way they word it, the way they worded it sounds like anything can be intimidated. So if you get Tiamat to bloodied status, you can intimidate her. So that just wouldn't work. You know what I mean?
Well, he's got a DC stat at least. I'm sure you could never hit it.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's always that chance. I mean, with a crit's always a success.
That's true.
So that's what I'm talking about. I mean, if you roll a crit on something like that, that would be, it would not be realistic.
Dave, I'm going to go ahead and spend a healing surge.
All right, so are you guys going to take 5 then? To kind of rest a little bit?
Can I suggest
So
us moving
Kev-
up around
Resting,
the
can I,
north room?
Kev.
While we're resting, can I check these goblins here for anything? Searching.
Not while you're resting, but after your rest you can. Yeah, absolutely.
Earlier, Dave said we're in a high traveled area, so I think we should move to a northern room before resting, so you avoid random encounters.
We can probably go into that room with the brazier, since that has doors on both sides.
The Brazzers. That's such a funny joke we got in my 4th edition game. I'm sorry.
Where do y'all wanna
Well,
go?
then let's, before we go in there, let's check these things for loot. For anything, just search them.
Go ahead.
Whoever took the rat fight, how much damage did you take from that?
I was
Maybe I
at
can save you a heal.
I was at 14, but after the healing surge, I will be at 20 out of 24.
Why don't I try to heal you?
I can.
Don't waste your heals, man.
Yeah, you're really
Save the
quiet.
heals
I
for
can't
fight.
hear you.
Alright.
If you waste your heals, you're losing them.
I thought we
So,
were taking a short break afterwards. So.
You are, but if you're going to take it in the middle of a heal, you're still going to lose them. You know what I'm saying?
Never mind. Just spin your surges.
Just spend your surges. That's why they're there. I see what you're trying to do, but it's just not.
Yeah, I'm
Just
going
not
to
gonna
search these
happen.
goblins right here in front of me.
Alright, so between all these goblins, you find a total of 10 gold, and you find another healing potion.
Hey Dave, how much experience did we get for that fight?
Yeah, thank you very much for asking me that. Everyone gets, let's see, what is 400 divided by 5? 80? So everybody gets 80 XP. Yeah, 80 times 5 is 400. Yep, so everybody gets 80.
That was a sexy fight.
So you guys have gotten 180 massive experience points.
185.
185. I stand corrected.
I don't need the potion, so I say
I
that
still have
we give it to our spectacular sorcerer for exploding everything to death.
Who's missing potion?
I'm the only one missing one right now, I think.
I'll give it to him then.
So who had the perception rolls that I... Keladrin and Kevward. Keladrin and Kevward. So I sense the dwarf is going to walk up to right here. There's a trap here. Which he doesn't know that, but... Ah, he moved down. His Jedi senses told him that there was a
We're
trap
gonna
there.
back out and close ourselves in one of these rooms.
Which room?
North room.
And I close the door behind him. Now I don't close.
Alright, so you get the...
Does it look like I can lock these doors from in here?
Sure, there's a bar you can put on them.
Okay.
Sort of like the, you know, the door, the board that kind of just flops over the two hooks.
That's better than nothing.
Yep.
I'll take it.
Nice job. I'm going to give you a bonus on that for a random encounter as well. Well, I'm not going to give you a bonus, but I'll give you a bonus for defending against it is what I'm talking about. Alright, so I'm going to do the roll. I'm going to roll my dice here, guys. So. Oh, you guys are so lucky again, man. No encounter, so you guys can spend your healing surges now. Now, if you guys decide to take a long rest, that's a whole different ball game.
I just want to kind of keep an eye on our poison buddy.
No, he's fine. He's not. It's not a long rest. So he's fine for now. He's starting to look a little little under the weather. He's starting to get some beads of sweat on his forehead, and he's always pulling his collar, saying, "Oh man, it's hot in here."
Well, I just kind of throw this question out: do we need to take him to some sort of medicine man, or do we just want to see if we can random roll it out?
I can try and random roll it out first, and if that doesn't work, then we can hightail it back.
How far?
Well, that means he's got to take an extended rest.
How many stages of the disease are there again?
Depends on the disease, but there's usually at least a couple. But as for the cleric, I'll tell you this: there's multiple stages to this disease.
Okay.
He's only in the
I wasn't
first
sure.
stage of the disease at the moment, so I think that he'll be fine for now. But if it progresses any further, we should try to turn back and head to town.
I just counted my arrows, and
You do know that he will not die from this disease, but he would be miserable as shit, basically. So he won't die. That you do know.
Ultimately, I leave the decision up to him.
Oh, if you take a long rest, if it doesn't clear up after that, then we should go, but otherwise, I'll be up for it.
We're kind
Hey,
of
wake up.
vulnerable in this position.
yeah, if we take
so
long rest,
it's either we continue forward or we stop here and go back to town.
Dirt, are you there? Dirt just sent me a message. He goes, "Best day ever. I paid for regular tacos and I got Supreme."
Hell yeah.
Lucky bastard.
Dude, that is awesome. That
Cookies
is.
and ice.
God just killed a kitten for that, Dirt. I hope you realize that.
Yeah, so what? It's just a kitten.
Taco Bell, I don't even know if Taco Bell's making money anymore because that place is so freaking expensive. And every time I drive by Taco Bell, it is dead.
Dude, the one where I live is always filled, like, to the brim.
Is it really? Man.
There's like 3 of them around me, and they're always, like, the drive-thru's always packed, and there's always, like, 5 people
Really,
inside.
man. The Taco Bell that's in our town, man, they when they remodeled it and when they got rid of the 79 and 99 cent value menu, holy crap, man, that place just became a ghost town. There's literally every time I drive by, every day or every other day, there's like nobody in drive-thru or anything. So I think it just may be a matter of time.
Yeah, see
That's
here,
awesome,
it's, you got Taco Bell and Kentucky Fried Chicken in the same restaurant.
That's right. I'll be right back, guys.
Enjoy those tacos. So what are you guys doing? You guys get your
User
healing
disconnected from your
surges
channel.
devoured? Are you guys starting to burn through some of those healing surges or what?
I still have 7 left.
I got
Or 5 left.
I have 5.
I've
4.
luckily taken the least amount of damage as anybody, so...
Alright, so what are you guys doing? What's going on with
The only
this?
thing that I want to let them know is I'm getting close to being half out of arrows. I have 30 that I started with, and I'm at 19. So it's not going to be too
so he's
much
still got
longer.
bunches of them.
Out of curiosity, what time are we calling the game tonight?
We can call it right after you guys are done here. So there's you guys found a little bit of loot on the goblins. So I don't know what else you guys
Why
are
don't
doing.
we go
in here,
finish
so.
searching that room?
In my opinion, we should finish searching the room and then take an extended rest.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
I peek out the door, see if there's anything out there.
Nothing.
Forward.
You don't see any new fresh footprints or anything. But you guys left those corpses there, so if there was anything happening, you probably would have heard some kind of shouting or something. So
Yeah, we ought to hide the corpses, take them over, and
Dave, can I
stick 'em
search
in
this
the corner
little
or something.
sure.
pile of things
Wait,
over?
who's that? never mind.
That
Can-
is...
I thought it was like an enemy because I didn't see him like teleport in there.
Can we efficiently move these bodies in that room?
Sure. I'll move those. Well, I'll say that you guys have moved those.
We just gotta. You know what we're gonna end up with? A closet full of skeletons.
No pun intended.
None.
Now, what you're looking at, Morgath, is a statue that is depicting a Minotaur warrior in armor carrying a greatsword. There you go. It is a statue of a Minotaur warrior in armor carrying a greatsword.
So there's a skeleton in the pool behind him.
I want to do an arcane check on the statue in the pool. Dave?
Okay, I'm waiting for your roll, sir.
$15.
As you are scouring the statue for clues or any kind of magical incantations, you do see what appears to be a written language on the back of this statue. You also see behind the statue, and Morgath as well, you see a really nicely stitched suit of leather armor as well.
Is the armor attached to the statue, or is it just hanging there?
It's just sitting behind the. It's just sitting behind the statue.
Okay, I take it out and did it have any magic properties?
That would be a separate type of, roll, but
Okay. I want to take a look at the writings then on the back of the statue.
Alright, so I'm going to give you guys a handout, actually.
I moved back over here to check.
Ooh, a
our
handout.
I love handouts.
Ooh, a handout. I love handouts. I love doing handouts. I watch quite a few games on Twitch, and I don't hardly see any handouts. Alright, so here is your handout. So, this is a bunch of gibberish to you, Kevward, sorry. It is a bunch of gibberish. You have no clue what it looks like. But what it does look like is it looks like possibly the Davik script, which is Dwarvish. And you can tell that by looking at it. Sort of, you can look at Russian and tell that it's Russian, or you can look at, Chinese or Japanese and tell that it's those languages. But you're able to look at it and tell that it's probably Dwarvish.
I call the dwarf over and tell him to read this. Dwarf.
Oh, sorry.
Another David Foxfire.
World of Tanks again.
I take a look at it. And
Alright. I've put a script in below the actual visual of the script, and you can do what you want with it. You can read it aloud or whatever. Alright, so I'll read it aloud for everybody.
Well, no, I was...
7 days have passed, and I am the only one who remains. I fear I will never escape to bring word of this place to my clan, to warn them of the danger. Something has driven Morgana mad, and I despair of ever learning what it was. You who find
Maybe I want
this
to keep it to myself.
must warn. And then that's it. Ugh. And it just kind of kills over.
What if I wanted to keep it to myself?
Well, I guess you could have done that.
I wouldn't have.
I ruined the surprise. Yep.
So who needs leather armor?
I can use it, but we should identify it, see if there's any special properties to it.
You're right, though. I shouldn't have read that.
You're good. I would have done it. I just hadn't clicked on it yet.
I just wanted to do the Captain Kirk at the end. You, who find this must warn Khan.
Avenge me.
But I think you said something about a skeleton, Bach. There's no skeleton in that pool. Are you seeing something that I'm not?
Just like the little heads in the top right corner of it, and then you can see a little body.
Oh, no, I can't see that. God damn, you got some good eyes, dude. Because I can't see it. Ugh. Eyes are pretty good, but man. All right, so that is what you guys found here. There's a carpet on the ground too. They didn't even look under the carpet.
So, okay.
Right.
So can I do
Everyone
a quick...
hold your tokens, please. As you start to move, I've done a passive perception check ahead of time, and Morgath, as you're walking towards the middle of that room, the floor gives way underneath you, and I'm going to roll an attack with this floor real quick.
How many times do we tell y'all don't touch it if you're not gonna pay for it? Somebody's gonna get their hands slashed.
He's falling to the floor. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this leather armor and put it in my backpack.
11 versus reflex. I think that's a miss, isn't it, Bach?
Yes.
All right. So you are here. You are able to counter that as the pit opens up below you. You notice that it is right here. And you are able to, as the pit opens up, you're able to sort of do like a tumble out of the way. Man, that's a quite a nice drop down into there.
I have a question.
Sure.
Was that a pressure plate standing there that did that?
It's just it could be anything really. It's just a
I was
a
more
2x2.
There was a goblin that was standing right where I was standing.
Yes, but it would probably be a pressure plate because the goblin knew where that was, so he basically avoided it.
I was kind of confused about. I didn't really think anything of it because I saw a goblin standing there.
Yeah, it's no problem. No, it's the great thing of those traps is the people who usually lay them there, they know all about the ins and outs of avoiding those things. That's actually a pretty nice detailed trap too. I like how you can actually literally tell that it goes down quite a bit. It's a nicely done trap.
I'm gonna go back around the corner and yell out to them not to open the door.
Hurry up and run through the door. There's a goblin coming through the hall.
Come on, guys.
That's what you should have said, Bach. That would have been great. It was only 10 feet, so it's not too bad.
It's not to break my legs.
Yeah. So who took the armor? Who took that nice suit of armor?
I think Sandman took it.
I took it and put it in my backpack since nobody seemed to want it.
All right. Well, we have no leather wearers, huh?
Kodojo said he could use it.
Yeah, three of them wear leather, but
Did it have any sort of magical properties? I thought it
Well,
had
I need to identify it.
I thought y'all were gonna check, but everybody just forgot it and started leaving, so I grabbed it.
I leave that stuff up to Kodojo.
So how long does it take to identify?
Well, technically, according to the rules, anybody can identify a magic item. if it's a common item, with anybody can do it and obtain the magical properties of the item as long as it's not higher than an uncommon rated item. So technically anybody can. Now, as a DM, if it's higher than uncommon, say if it's rare, I'll still give you the chance, but I'll make you do like an arcane check or something for it. So, yeah.
Oh, well, I'll go ahead and check and see what kind it is as I'm putting it in my backpack.
All right. You are able to tell that it is a +1 suit of magic armor. It is just regular magic leather armor. There's no other properties. It's just +1 to armor class. Level 1.
And I'll let everybody know, and that way if someone needs it, they can let me know and I'll give it to them.
Who's got the lowest AC right now that can wear leather?
I think Kodojo does.
It's a +1 to armor, you said?
+1.
Okay, then I can't use it. I got a leather armor that gives me +2. That would be a downgrade.
Well then, I don't think anyone needs it.
Well, I could wear leather. I'm at a 16 right now. I don't know. I don't think I take any penalty for that.
For leather? No, you're proficient in it.
No dex penalty on it.
No dex penalty on leather.
Oh, well, that wouldn't help me either because I got a +2 on armor bonus on mine.
Okay, Dave, I'm going to drag all these bodies into the room where we have the other bodies from the first fight.
Yep. Yeah, no problem. I'll take care of that for you guys.
Hey Dave,
Okay.
I just noticed you gave me hide armor when I had chainmail set up for the last character.
Did you want chainmail?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll change it. I gave you hide because the chainmail has penalties and stuff to it, but I'll change it during
It has
the
the
week.
same penalties as hide.
Okay. Alright, well you can just change. If you want to change it, go ahead and change it.
Alright.
So, who's
Yeah,
the
this
other
would have
person that-
the leather armor would be +3 to armor class with the armor bonus that it already has, and then the enchantment, which is +1. So it'd be a +2 +1.
Yeah, so if you add that to your sheet, you would put the +1 bonus in the magic item column for AC.
Okay.
So that's what that magic item bonus is for.
Yeah, so I mean, if you was to take it, you'd get the +1, and then you'd also get a +2 for the armor, and then +1 for the.
Well, he's already got the +2 because he's got normal leather on right now. So
Right.
yeah, so he would literally just get one more AC because it's +1. So he would go from 16 to
Right.
17. Yep.
Would that also be for who was it that had the +2 also?
That would be me. I didn't realize that +1 was the magic. I thought it was just the regular armor type thing.
Yeah, you definitely need it, Kodojo. Your armor class is only 12 right now.
That's what I was trying to say. Whoever's got the lowest one, who could benefit the most. I say, if
But
it benefits
he's
the
not
most.
proficient in leather. He's proficient in cloth. So I mean, there's a
Oh, he's wearing leather armor right now.
shouldn't be as a mage.
Yeah. I thought I could wear leather armor because it was light.
I'm looking at your thing right now, and it says cloth armor. You're proficient, unless you take the feat that allows you to wear leather armor and become proficient. Did you take that? Did
No.
you take that feat?
No, I didn't.
I don't know why you have leather armor. Did I do that?
No, I thought I ran it by you, but I guess not.
No, mages can't. Mages can wear cloth, man.
Okay. Okay, I'll get that fixed sometime during the week then.
Because you can see the only cloth is cloth armor, basic, fey weave, and star weave. But you can take a feat. That'll.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Well, I'll take it until you decide, and if you decide to take that feat, then I'll give it to you. Because you're with a 12, we got to get you up.
Well, actually, with only cloth armor, I'm at a 10.
Phew.
But with cloth armor, you can add your
No,
unlimited dex
dexterity.
bonus. Well, actually, for a mage, I believe you can use dex or int for, I think it's one of your wizard bonuses, actually.
Yes, it is.
I think it's, where's it at? It's in the base mechanic, so. But yeah, you do get to use either dex or intelligence for your bonus. Yep. In fact, I think
So that
I think
afflicts-
anybody can
that
do that
afflicts
actually.
15.
Yeah,
As you use dex as long as you're using
cloth
light
armor.
I think it says light armor.
No, okay.
Where are you guys?
For
Yeah,
the
but
other-
for him,
for
he
the other
can't
classes.
wear anything else. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I hear what you're saying though.
But yeah, that'd get your AC up to 15 right there.
Yeah, that'll get my AC to 15. If I'm wearing light armor or no armor, I can also add my dexterity modifier or my intelligence modifier, whichever is higher.
There you go.
You still have to take a feat to
To
negate the
off.
leather.
Yeah.
You had to wear the leather, so.
All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll add that to your sheet, Almond. And in fact, I'm gonna go into edit mode right now for your character sheet real quick.
Okay. Definitely don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth, but I want to make sure that, if it benefits somebody else better. But if it doesn't, then, well, I guess I'll take it. Oh,
There you go.
shucks.
It is added, and your armor class is adjusted as well, and you can see that that's where the magic item bonuses go. So if you get the necklace that gives you will, fortitude, and reflex, then you would put that bonus into the same column as your AC bonus for a magic item is. So there you go.
Beautiful. Thanks, guys. Do I look sexy now?
It's pink, but it still looks good.
I'll take pink. I don't care.
Alright, so you guys want to go back into the other room and take an extended rest?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
We already checked all this room out.
The upper room is just doors. And a trap.
Okay.
Then
Yeah, we can go in there and take a rest. And I guess for right now, Eamon, you're going to take the armor?
yeah, he went ahead and put it in my inventory. Do you think we should tie these doors, and so that if anybody comes to it, they'll make some sort of a noise, or should we just lock
I've got some
ourselves in?
twine and I've got some bells that we can put on the doors so that they will jingle and jangle if somebody tries to get in.
Do y'all feel that's a good idea to do?
So we're going up to the room in the north with the brazier?
Yeah. Or should we just put it on this one
brazier.
door that we're
I
right
love it.
next to now?
I think we should go into the razor room.
Yeah, because we can lock these doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had one of those locking crossbars that go over both doors. So
Yeah.
And if whoever was low on the arrows, if you need arrows, I've got 30 of them. I haven't used my bow yet.
Okay, that was me. I'm almost everything I've done so far is shoot.
That's fine. I've got arrows if you need them.
All right, yeah, I've still got 19, so I'm only basically a third of the way through.
Okay.
So we'll wait. We'll wait to see if the poison wears off, and then we'll make those kind of decisions. What I want to do is I want to ask if we lock ourselves in this room with that bar. Do y'all feel that's safe enough to stay for an extended period?
Hang on. As my character's race, I can put, instead of sleeping, I put myself in a trance, which only lasts for 4 hours, and I can hear enemy footsteps and movement, and basically be a security watch during my 4 hours of trance, which is a full rest for me. So if anyone comes, I can hear it coming.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. You'll be able to hear those
like
bells.
I say, I can take and put twine on the doors and hook some small bells up to it. I've got 10 bells and 50 foot of twine,
So put that as a security measure, and if I hear anything coming, I'll wake you guys up.
there you go.
And if anything attacks, you guys get a massive weapon in this room as well. But it's going to hit you as well, so...
I pull out some food rations and start eating.
All right, so that's thank you. Well, you had ESP. You're reading my mind. All right, so when we do a long rest, guys, you guys are going to deduct 1 ration from your inventory. That's just how we're going to do it.
That's pull out my water flask.
That is taking a large rest. So that is to use the rations in your inventory. So, because I know a lot of characters will have the same, 10 rations in their inventory for levels 1 through 30. So, you guys are gonna use 1 ration for every long rest. So there you go, and that's what we'll end it tonight. So I hope
Okay.
you guys had fun.
Hang on. Can we do the